la ciencia.
Nella ciencia. What's up, taters? How y'all doing? How you doing? How you doing? What's up, taters? Hold on a second. I got everybody's in front of me now. Shoot, you know what? My chat, I need to go. Oh, I think next week I have to go and hire this guy to upload this SSL. Oh my God, I hate it. I hate doing this. Ugh. Okay. Let's see. Where are we? Okay, I got the chats in front of me. Look at all that green. This is mainly Morgan and Nina talking over and over again, though. Mackenzie up in there 3 times. All right, guys. So we got a show for you today. Background music, Nina, thank you so much. That's right. I forgot about my background music. To the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. Guys, I am so shocked to say that my last video stream, even though Tommy was dropping all those F-bombs, it got monetized by We're moving on up to the east side, to the deluxe apartment in Sky. Moving on up. Hold on. There we go. Okay, there go. The background music is on. So there's that. All right, let's get down to it. We are going to First of all, let's okay. So this is what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna go Nick, then we're gonna go Brian. Brian is lost. Brian, for some crazy reason, is trying to go viral, but he's so corny with it. You see what I'm saying? Brian is like he's like, how come women are never gonna do the blah blah blah? And it's so forceful and fake and very white. And it falls like a dud every time. And I'm like, what? Why is Brian trying to act like he's Myron? You know what I'm saying? Like, honey, that you ain't got that. Okay, first of all, you're straight, all right? Although you are a beta male, Brian is a beta male, you're straight. Ow! Let me tell you something about Twitter X. Ooh, woo, listen, guys. Twitter X is reading. Don't ever think you're so small that they're not reading your tweets, okay? Let me tell you what happened to me today. Y'all see this right here? By the way, I think this is so cute. This is from Brianna Joy. Some people are so obviously mad I can't be fired. Anyway. Y'all remember I talked about this and I posted it on my Twitter, right? It says, this is seriously, so I was showing like, hey, my daggone subscription been pending for well over a year. I ain't gonna give y'all nothing. It only got 3,523 views. By the way, my views have been deboosted because I won't play.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Did somebody donate? Oh, Space and Ghost, welcome to the tier 1 and you got yourself a cookie. Welcome to being a member. Yeah, you're a member. Look at your little cookie there. Isn't it nice? Thanks for being a member. So anyway. Yeah, M60, yes! I did! Hold on. So, look. This is what I said. This is seriously free for me, minus a day or maybe two. I only posted once a day here on Twitter X. That alone was enough to get a decent payment from this platform. By the way, got a payment today.
Boom, headshot.
I don't know how. I thought I don't qualify no more. I'm confused. Okay? They are confusing me. However, after having my subscription application pending for over a year and Elon wanted my ID with my address on it, no thanks, I'm walking away because this invasion of privacy isn't worth it. Now I can go days without posting a tweet and sincerely not give a crap. This is a blessing in disguise. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. So I show, yeah, hey, look, pending for over a year. Application submitted, waiting for review. So, as M60 said, I got an email from Twitter saying, hold on, actually, I'm going to give you the word for word. Let me go into my phone. Hold on a second, guys. I'm saying to myself, oh no, wait a minute. Now I'm going to tell you what I did, though. I'm going to tell you what I did. And I'm going to tell you what I didn't do. Spoiler alert, I did not give them my ID. But I thought it was rich. Oh no, I'm on 18%. How am I on 18%? Okay, guys, I gotta have to take my phone and go. I'm gonna have to take my phone and go have it charged. 18%. I'm going to the gym today. All right, here we go. Let me see. Here we go. So the email says X monetization, an update regarding your X creator subscription application. Hi, Tree of Logic. Your application for creator subscription was recently reviewed, but was missing information in the application. If you are still interested in enabling subscription for your account, please complete the application and resubmit it here. Thank you, X Creator Subscription. Now, I said, say what? Y'all now reviewing my stuff? So I click on the link and it tells me to how much do I want to charge, which was going to be $5 a month. Then it said something about give the perks and then give an introduction. And I did all that. And then it says, thank you for submitting your application. Now, give us your ID!
Boom! Headshot!
I was like, oh, it's a trap. It's a trap, right? So, listen, my subscription now, I got to update it, right? The subscription now says eligible. It don't say pending anymore, right? It says eligible, waiting for ID verification. I say, you're trapping me. It's a trap. You want to trap me, huh? Oh, no. Oh, no. I said, nah, boo. Nah. You should have got me. Listen, I kid you not. I kid you not, dude. Had they approved my application when I had signed it up, because listen, right now, I'm going to be boring. You know why? Because the red pill is damn dead. It is DEAD dead. I don't even know what's going on with Pearly things anymore. She's so boring. And she's in love with this lesbian named Heidi who's been like kissing her butt. So, you know, there's that. And then, you know, Myron Gaines, who's a homosexual, and the little crusty one, they are now going to their paywall, and that's failing miserably. That's hitting like a... Actually, they have a show tonight. Hold on, let's see how many people they had on their show today. Hold on, let's see. For him fit. Fresh and fit. So the only people to go after now... Okay, it's coming on at about 10:45. Why are they starting so late? Alrighty, okay. All right, they're starting a little late though. Anywho, so the only people to go after now that's misogynist is the Whatever Podcast and Grandma Tomasi. I mean, like I said, Pearl is just girl. She's just Pearl is just. I'm waiting for Pearl to do something so I could talk about it, but she ain't doing nothing. I'll check on her tomorrow. Maybe she can give us some content tomorrow, because as of right now, you know what I'm saying? She's just wah, 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 wah. So I'm just saying, I'm glad you said that, M60, because like I said, they are now approving me because they want my ID. And they deboosted me because I did not give my ID. I noticed my views has been cut by 80%. So now I'm like, set me free, why don't you, baby? Get out my life, why don't you, baby? Woo! I'm not, no, baby. I'm not doing it. Y'all not getting I don't care. You should have got me when you got me. Cause had you approved me, hold on a second. Had they approved me when, you know, I was hot and I was getting all them views going after the red pill, I would have gotten a lot of money from my subscription. Cause I had a lot of people say, Tree, I want to donate to you. When you gonna get your subscription? When you gonna get that? When you gonna? I said, I don't know when I'm gonna do it. They just don't. They haven't approved my stuff. They give me some money, but they don't approve my stuff. Yeah, and I got a check from, not a check. I gotta stop saying that. So I got money from Twitter today. So I'm thinking, like, how are y'all still giving me money? It's still, look. It says incomplete. Add revenue sharing. You must complete ID verification by July the 1st. Oh, July the 1st. Okay. So if I don't complete this by July the 1st, they're going to start giving me money. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. That's why I'm getting money still. Because I'm like, they still giving me money. I got money today. Pearlie says she's moving to the U.S. this weekend and something, so she's not online. Well, she's supposed to be moving for a while, though. She's been back and forth from London to America, so she's been moving. She's been in the process of moving. I guess she just got to figure out all that furniture that she got over there. And because she don't have an apartment over there no more because she ain't make no money. She ain't make no money no more. Daddy said, hey, you not making no money, so I'm going to cut them purse strings. So there's that. Why is Brian's head so flat? Looks like it was ran through a panini press. Nikki Wonderful, that's not a nice thing to say. Accurate, but not nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this because Grandma Tomasi has been forever. Yeah, so we got nothing but Grandma Tomasi and the Whatever podcast. Donovan Shop stopped doing those daggone skits, so we can't even go after him anymore because he stopped doing them skits with his fat wife. And who else was it? I think that's it. The new guy is just boring now. Now that he know I was coming after him, he started doing these long streams. And Pearl. So those are 3 people. I miss those skits too. I miss those skits too. Okay. I miss those skits too. I'm so angry he stopped doing those skits. I'm so angry. Because those were some funny things, man, I swear. But, well, I guess, that's what, but I'm going to the gym tonight. I told you guys I can only use my burner phone when I'm at the gym because I use their Wi-Fi. I told you, I don't trust TikTok. I don't trust TikTok at all. TikTok get access to your Wi-Fi. They're going to get access to every computer that's connected to your Wi-Fi. So I don't use TikTok when I'm over here, when I'm over at my house with my husband. I only use my burner phone Wi-Fi to access TikTok when I'm at the gym. So I'm going to the gym tonight and do some stuff there. So. And I got some good stuff. Listen, I'm thinking about doing a series called "Why We Choose the Bear," or "Why Women Choose the Bear," or something. Why women pick the bear. Oh shoot! I gotta hold on a second. I gotta go. I gotta go. My phone is very low. So what do I do? Is there something guys, I gotta go in that other room and what do I do, chat? Are y'all able to talk amongst yourselves without it seem? No, that's rude. I gotta give you something to look at. Hold on, let me see. What can I? It's only gonna take less than a minute though for me to do this though. What's this? Okay, hold on. Hold on. We can look at this real quick.
What's going on? Sorry about that. How dare you! I can't believe you just did that! It was just a yawn! Just a yawn? Yeah! Just a yawn? Yeah! Breaking news! Twice impeached no longer President Donald Trump viciously assaulted a group of innocent victims in an elevator, causing mass panic and outrage throughout the nation. We have a developing story. The manhunt for the elevator terrorist Donald Trump continues as the world waits in fear. A candlelight ritual is being held for the survivors of this unspeakable crime. This just in. Former not my president Donald Trump attacks a group of innocent people in an elevator just seconds ago. I'm declaring a state of emergency. America is just not safe with this maniac on the loose. My team and I will work around the clock until Trump has been captured. The FBI.
Okay. All right, there we go. All right, I'm back. I had to I had to give you guys something to look at while I go recharge my phone. Okay. All right. Okay, so Lisa got some cotton candy. Wait, 4 months, girl? What? So, okay, let's go ahead. That was painful. You lying, champagne for breakfast. By the way, people were so, can I tell y'all something? I got 2 emails in reference to you and the chat in my relationship when we were talking about Sierra. Apparently that was a very funny part of the stream the other day, because you all wouldn't let it go. And I was told that you all bullied me into taking your side. And you know what? I agree. You all need to stop bullying me. You know what I'm saying? Bullying me is not good. All right. I'm just a woman. And I think that it is unfair for you all to be misogynist and anti-woman and, you know, make me see your way. So don't do that no more. I only shown the info was showing the screen when you were talking about it. I only saw that the info it was showing on the screen. What are you talking about that shizzle? Anyway, no, my chat bullied me. They bullied me into conceding in the Sierra Russell thingamajigger. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because I did not believe them. So, well, if you don't know who Sierra was, that shizzle, why are you participating in the conversation? I don't understand this. All right, let's get on down to it. All right. So let's do a follow-up on Nick Rekieta. So, all right. Here we have Kayla. Rekieta bond has also now been posted. It appears that, is this, that means that both, oh, okay. I talked about this already, that both the Rekietas are allowed to do drugs and drink and, you know, do what they want to do because they both posted bond. But that's not what it was. Okay, here we go. So it looks like, now I want to say something. Remember when I said, hey, y'all, I said, if Nick Rekieta represent himself, keep the same lawyer. I mean, keep the same judge. He going to serve some time, right? And I believe that he watched my stream. And let me tell you why. I know some of y'all probably roll your eyes on that, right? I'm gonna tell you why I think he watched my stream. Because nobody else was talking about that part. Everybody was talking about the children. Everybody was talking about the body cam. A lot of people were talking about the stream, how he was acting. But I was one saying, and if I'm wrong, feel free to let me know in the chat or, you know, in the comments after the stream. But I said, hey, y'all, if he keeps the same judge that he talked major caca about, and he represent himself, which is wasting the court's time, he will. Because I'm gonna tell you, some judge do that. The judge will punish you if you're found guilty. They will give you jail time for wasting their time representing yourself. Okay, it's just, if you don't want to do the appointed court, if you don't want to do the court appointed lawyer, if you don't want to have that, then get your own lawyer. Ben, thank you so much for the $4. I appreciate that. Oh, and Ben, I got your email. I'm not a religious person, so I don't really care about Christians grifting, except if they're grifting in the red pill space. So, for example, with Isabella Isabella Raleigh Moody, okay, that heifer is pretending, she's a 304 who now trying to pretend that she's a traditional woman when she groomed her husband as a teenager to marry her. Okay, she's about 4 or 5 years older than him. So, and they're talking about something, you women need to stay home. You women need to go ahead and be subservient. She's not subservient to her little husband. No woman, okay, no woman is going to let her young husband run the household. That doesn't happen. We are not going to submit to someone who has less life experience than us. I don't understand it. So yeah. That's the only time. I am not as a heathen. Y'all know how I feel about religion. I'm a spiritual person. I am spiritual. It's the reason why I like watching Shira's other channel. Oh, in her last live stream, she dropped some heavy stuff that I gotta think about. She was talking about how that nobody. I don't want to misquote her, but she was saying something about everybody's evil, everybody does good. Some people does some evil, but then they do good. Because she was talking about she doesn't believe in karma, and that the people who are doing evil could also flip it around and do good. It was so deep. I said, first of all, I was like, but then I had to think about it because that was emotional when I said, and then I had to think about it. I'm like, I gotta ponder on that. Maybe even drop into her stream and ask her to expound on that in more detail, because she drops those types of gems because a lot of women are not on that level. They're too busy on they're too busy on the lower tier vibrational level and everything like that. And what she was talking about was pretty high, to the point where I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that, but but it didn't feel like she was lying. It felt like one of those uncomfortable truths. Was it this recent stream? Yeah, it was. Hold on, let me see if I can show you which one it was. Was it what is that channel name? Ashara Goddess. Was it? Yeah, here we go. This right here. Now, I had to skip through the whole promo stuff. Called The Witchy Talking More. This right here, man, she said something so profound. I kind of I bucked up against it emotionally. So how somebody tell you the truth, but but when you think about it, you get out of your emotions and go, you know what? She's kind of right. what I'm saying? You know, she's kind of right. I kind of like, so when she talked about that, because you want bad people to get their comeuppance. Okay. But the way she put it, it was like, oh my gosh. I was like, oh man, I don't know. I gotta watch it again. I only saw this once. So I'm gonna have to go back to that part of that video and watch it again a couple of times. And then maybe, you know, ask her on her, I can never catch her live stream. Cause she will answer, like if you talk to her, especially if you give her a super chat, she will answer your questions. So, that right there was kind of like, I don't know. It was really, really heavy stuff. So that's why I say I like her. I like that channel, because her other channel, you know, saying Shira 7, you know, that she's teaching stuff I already know. I already knew that. I was always a fan of her metaphysical channel, her witchy channel. That was something I always liked. So but you know, I always say that Shira 7 is for, you know, Black women who are now beginning to get some self-esteem. And she's needed, because even when I come in there and I look in the chat and I'm looking at women talking about something, how do I get my baby daddy back? How do I make my baby daddy love me again? How do I'm doing 50-50 with my boyfriend of 10 years. How do I make him be a provider? I mean, the question she gets frustrated, dude. I wouldn't put up with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a different type of Pisces. I'm like, you know what? You don't belong here. You can't eat with us. Go away. Okay. You're never going to like, child, please. Okay. I could never be. I told you, y'all see how I deal with women that come on here and tell me something. Tree, my boyfriend of 8 years he want me to pay for his car note now. And y'all know me. I'm like, oh girl, pay for his car note, girl. You know how it is, drizzle. If you're on a certain level, you should never even think about typing those words to me. Like, what is wrong with you? You can't eat with us. So I'm not that patient. I'm that type of person. Like, if you are on that level where you don't know your worth and you don't know your value, you don't know where you stand, and you have no idea that your self-esteem is in hell, then you can't, I'm sorry, we're not gonna go back into class to bring you up to speed. You need to go over there with the Barbara the Builders, PayPal Peggy's, and Pick Mishas. Okay, you need to go over that side. I'm not catering to you, and I don't care if you get mad either. Okay, so there's that. I'm just, I can't do that. Tree, have you seen the girls talk uncensored on Twitter? Oh my God, it's full of that. Tree, have you seen the girls talk on, what is that? I don't know what is that, Cal Goddess? You admire her. You know what, Lisa, cause she's a good mother. All right. I have auntie energy. I ain't got time for that. It's why I ain't got no kids.
Boom! Headshot!
She is you can always tell these are the type of women that make great mothers, but they're very patient. Okay, I have a drill sergeant type of mentality. This is the reason why, by the way, I only have one female godchild. All right. And I have to be a little bit more patient with her than the boys. I'm real good with the boys. Okay, because I give that drill sergeant, I'm very hard on them type of, energy with the boy, and they take to it. Men take to it anyway. That's just, you know what I'm saying, men, males in general tend to take to strict women, you know what I'm saying? So I got them eating at the palm of my hands, you know what I'm saying? But you know, she has that motherly type of patient energy, which I don't. So she has 2 daughters, so that's why. And I have 3 male godsons and 1 goddaughter. And so, and with her,
Ooh-wee, I got a super chat.
is different. F them kids. So thanks, Celine. So there's that. So that's the reason why she is. You're right. She is patient with the women that come in there and ask these crazy things. Hold on, I got one more thing to say. Hold on. I am getting really angry with Twitter that's not censoring black people with guns taking themselves out or taking other people out. I saw the most disturbing video today, and it wasn't censored. You know, I have not this particular account, but my tree_logic account. I have it to where I want violent type of images censored. And this is the reason why, if you guys want to know why I don't like to engage with a lot of other people, because when I go to my For You, I see the most craziest things that other people post without censoring it. Mackenzie!
Y'all ready for them?
Mackenzie just gifted 5 memberships. Emily got a membership. Rosie Rose got a membership. Dream got a membership. Bojang Boogami. What kind of name is that? Change your name. But you got a membership. And Eva got a membership. So be sure to thank Mackenzie. Thank you so much, Mackenzie. Making it more green up in here. Grain. Okay. So listen, I'm going to describe it to you guys. And when you see it for the first time, now, I'm not going to describe the first one I saw because it's pretty graphic. So even describing it, it's going to be pretty bad. So the second one I saw, and I saw it today, it kind of pissed me off, was there was a girl, 2 girls. 2 girls were live streaming themselves playing with a pew that had a drum to it. Okay. Now, when you first see it, you hear it go pop, and the girl who had it in her hand backs up into the corner in shock, while the other girl just falls out of the scene. And then she falls, the girl who has the white shirt on, or the white long sleeve shirt on, she falls to the ground, and then you hear another pop. And then you hear people outside, because it sounds like it's a party, and they're all screaming and everything like that, and they're trying to get inside of the bathroom. And then one of the girls opened the bathroom, and apparently she sees through the bathroom mirror the 2 girls on the ground, right, on the floor of the bathroom floor. And then she start crying, this, that, and the other. And then you see another person come in, they do that too. And then finally, a male comes in. He's able to have strong enough. You saw the video, Lion Blues? Yeah. He was able to push the door and look in and saw the 2 bodies on the ground, and he started crying. Now, I had to go back and rewind because it happened so fast. Rewind the video again and just pay attention to what I'm looking at. And so what I was looking at was 2 girls live streaming themselves. It looked like it was, I don't know if it was Instagram or Facebook Live. I can't tell. So they was live streaming themselves playing with this pew, right? And the girl with the white shirt on had her finger on the trigger and pulled it by accident, therefore taking out her cousin, because they're both cousins. These are both female cousins. Okay, the cousin falls unalive to the ground. This shocked the girl who had the pew pew in her hand, so much so that she panicked. I never seen this in my life. I was like, why did you do that? She panics. And she's so, I don't know what was going through her head. I think she panics and gets so afraid that she picks up the pew pew, places it to her head, and pulls the trigger. You can see her do this. And then it made me go, why did you do that? Now, I'm mad because I had to see that. I didn't have to see it the second time, but you see it for the first time, it makes you, because you're confused, because everything happens so fast. It makes you confused, so you have to go back and rewind it to see it all over again. And then when you see it all over again, you're like, okay, that's enough. That's enough. And I kid you not, I left the Twitter because now I know what I saw, right? And I'm going to tell you what you're supposed to do in cases like this, because you don't need that type of energy looping in your head, okay? Because this is what I'm saying. I'm mad because I did not want to see something like that. And then once I saw it, it's in my memory. So it does bring your energy level down, and it does bring your vibration level down. So what do you do in this situation? Well, I'll tell you what you can do. You have the opportunity to, and this is what I did, because I sat there and it made me feel bad. It made me feel angry. It had all, and I wanted to have a good day for the rest of the day. Okay. It's like the young teenager who was acting tough and pew pew and got himself in the, it's like a, oh yeah. That other video, but that's different. I don't feel, believe it or not, hold on. Nina, I know this sounds cruel, but I didn't care about him. Okay. All right. You believe it or not, when he did it to himself, I didn't feel nothing. I felt some kind of way with this. I really did. This bothered me. I'm serious. This one really bothered me. And so I said, okay, I got these negative feelings in me. I feel really bad. My vibrational level is pretty low. I cannot keep this feeling within me. So what I did, and this is something I suggest that you all do, is that you can go on YouTube and look at funny animal videos, or you can go to your favorite comedian, or you can basically go watch something that's in nature. Like you can watch an aquarium and see a whole bunch of different sea animals that are down in it. It's something that's just calming and elevates your mood and things like that. I chose to watch funny animals because, one, I love animals. Animals are cute. Animals are, pretty awesome. And when they do funny things, okay, that's a double whammy. And it builds your energy back up, and it takes a while to get. I'm not saying that that's going to get rid of that image in your head every time, but this is a thing called neurolinguistic programming, because you don't want to keep that image in your head. So every time you think about that, you should also have something on your phone, like a picture of a cat doing something funny, or a picture of a duck with a hat of a flower on top of it. You got to replace those feelings because you don't want to attract more visualization like that. I believe that the reason why I saw that crazy video is because the video before that one, where this guy and this girl are sitting in the car and the girl playing with a pew-pew, you know, finger on the trigger, hits the guy in the head. Now that was an awful one, but I did not replace those feelings with the feel-good videos and did that. Oh, you saw that one too? So yeah, that was a crazy one, okay? And so you got to understand, why am I seeing this second one like this that's bothering me? Well, to prevent this from happening again, let me replace these feelings, because I didn't do it the first time. And I believe, and I know some of you may not believe this, I do. The reason why I believe I came across the second one is because I didn't replace the feelings with the first one. So when I saw the first one, that was really bad, I was just mad, and I just blocked the person that, I actually literally blocked the person that that showed it on their timeline without, doing a not a trigger warning, but not making the video censored. So because I didn't do it with that one, this is the reason why I saw this video. Okay. And let me bring it down to another level, right? So for example, if you have a bad experience with a date and you harbor those bad feelings, then you're going to attract another bad date, and then another bad date. And then you're now having a skewed belief system based upon your own personal experience because you did not break the pattern. So if you had a first bad date, then you can always cancel out that first bad date by going out with a guy that you know you're going to have fun with. That will cancel that out. So because I didn't cancel out that first video with the pew-pew in it, that's the reason why that second video, that really disturbed me now. I want you to understand, that one bothered me. So I said, hey, stop, you gotta cancel this out so you don't see this no more. I don't want to see no more videos, and there's always black folks playing with pew-pews and they taking either each other out or they take themselves out. So I'm breaking a pattern by replacing it with something that has a high vibrational frequency where I'm laughing, I'm feeling good, and animals are good for that. Comedy shows are good for that. And that's what you have to do, is you have to replace that. And it's called neurolinguistic programming. And so therefore, it's more than just doing it one time, folks. Like, because I saw it today, I'm gonna have to do it again while I'm at the gym tonight. I'm gonna have to do it again tomorrow. Every time it pops in my head, I have to counteract it with something that has a high vibrational level, this, that, and the other. So did that make sense to anybody? And then after a while, I promise you, it works. After a while, that image will stop, and it won't affect you so negatively like it did initially. Okay, so that's how that works. Me, I give up. I don't know how really search Twitter. Yeah, don't worry about it, Alexi. Twitter, I normally stay on my own Twitter. But see, when you go out on the For You page, it's just, you just get anything goes. You know what I'm saying? So I always have to watch cartoons after I watch a demon ghost. Oh yeah, cartoons work. Yeah, Spirit, there you go. You can watch a funny cartoon. Yeah, I mean, whatever it is that make you feel mushy, like, oh, or make you laugh, or make you feel good inside. So you can also look at Good Samaritan videos where you see someone do something really nice for someone, you know. Those two are just as good. So, but the thing about it is you have to watch something that's going to replace that good feeling because you saw something really bad. So I'm just, I know, no. Yeah, the what you said, yeah, for you page is a double-edged sword. I've been lucky so far, but I've gotten curious before, and it always bites me in the butt. Yeah, after today, I stopped going to my For You, and I'm just going on to, this is what I'm doing, because that made me mad. I blocked that person. I know they're going to be so mad that I blocked them. But, and maybe, I don't care. I'm not going to tell them why I blocked them. They should have known better. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? So that's just inconsiderate. And I think some people want to, I think some people just want to shock you just to be shocking you, to be, you know, buttholes and stuff like that. So it is what it is. So what I'm thinking about, what was I about to say? For You page. Okay, this is what I was going to say. So what I decided to do today is just go to individual people, like go to people I know, because I have a bookmark. I have a list. I have a lot of people think just because I don't follow them don't mean I don't go to their page. I have a long bookmark of pages of people I go to that I don't follow, and I go look at what they got to say. All right. And so that's what I'm going to just do. I'm just going to go to people I know that would never post nothing so stupid like that. And I'm just going to go to their page and just look at what they're saying individually. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. I don't know why people share those videos, because they are on that wicked level, in my opinion. I don't understand. Like, you understand, you have to be on. I never ever in my life, shared a video of someone deceased. And the only time I would share a video of someone being, actually, I don't even think I shared a video. Hold on, because y'all know my favorite kind of videos where somebody's being taken out. It's usually a didn't do who did something very bad and the po-po taking them out. Those are decent, okay? These are bad people. But even then, I never shared it. I don't think I ever shared a police activity video ever. As a matter of fact, I know I haven't. Nope, I haven't. I'm trying to think. Have I ever? No, I've always commented on them. But I don't share them on my timeline because I'm being considerate. I don't. Some people could probably be triggered by that, where me, Tyrone's getting taken out by the po-po is always not to me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem with it, but I don't share that. I don't share that on my timeline. So, and some people they just want to shock people. They just want that anger or whatever. I don't know. This, that, and the other. So, you posted a bunch of Nazis in Ukraine, but they are not on my Telegram, not on my Twitter. I've never done it on my Twitter. I've always done it on you're confusing my Telegram with my Twitter. I don't post none of that on Twitter. Telegram is different. I'm talking about my Twitter because I believe Telegram is on another level. Telegram is like Telegram is on the edge of the black web, right? So when you're on Telegram, you know what's up. It's not something that your grandma or your mama or your friends, like most people don't have Telegram, right? Press 1 if you got Telegram. Press 2 if you don't have Telegram. I don't think most people here has a Telegram account. And this is something like, if you're on Telegram, you understand you are on something that's kind of like on the border of the dark web, right? So, Nina, you got Telegram, Lion Blues, I know you got Telegram. Obviously. Erica, you got Telegram? Nina, why do you have a Telegram? I spend my social media time on. Why? Listen, the only reason I was on Telegram is because I was banned off of Twitter. Yes, Goddess says I avoid Telegram because of what goes on there. Yeah, honey, let me tell you something. Woo-wee. All the Anons are there, my buddies. Oh, girl. I'm trying to remember people I follow, especially Russians are on. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. But, yeah, it's Telegram is on a whole nother level. But, you know, it's not like Twitter. It's not like Instagram, and it's definitely not like TikTok or Facebook. So it's on another level, okay? All right, let's go ahead and get on into our stuff with Nick. Let me finish doing this here. But I just wanted to say that because that happened to me today, and I want to, you know, since we were talking about Ashira Goddess and some of the stuff that she does, I wanted to share some of the stuff that I do too, to, you know, counteract those negative feelings that you may come across, and you know that you inadvertently attracted to yourself. So, all right, here we go. Nick and Caleb.
Ooh-wee, I got a super chat.
Hold on a second. I got a super chat. Kevin, $5. Hey, tree, flowers. Hey, Kevin. Ice cream so good. All right, Nick and Kayla Rekieta have filed motions to remove Jennifer Fisher as the judge for his criminal case. Fisher currently presides as the judge for his defamation case. Shortly before his arrest for drugs and child neglect, he trashed her on a ruling that didn't go his way. Okay, and so he successfully did it. And the motion was granted. As per Minnesota law, you are allowed to request a different judge within 7 days of learning their identity. No hearing has happened yet, and this is his new judge. But here's the deal. This new judge is really hard on drugs. So out of the frying pan and into the fire, baby. This judge does not like drugs. This is so now what you gonna do? You got yourself a new judge, but you got yourself a judge who is not a fan of anything dealing with drugs. So this is going to be very interesting to see how this turn about. And also, what was another one? Was there something else I wanted to show here? What is this? Follow up: the new judge for Nick and Kayla Rekieta, Stephen Winsell, appears to be see, there we go. Okay, here we go. So appears to be tough on drug crime. So here we go. Here. 8th Judicial District Judge Stephen Whistle sentenced Whitcap to 71 months related to the case in which law enforcement found more than 64 grams of meth during a May 2021 search. Oof. 8th Judicial District Judge Stephen Winsell sentenced Lee Sau to 33 months in prison for both the felony drug sale and the felony arson case to 23 months in prison. Yeah, I don't know if you can say that that's kind of like, I don't know if that's related to him. 44-year-old Wilmore woman was sentenced to 85 months in prison for drug possession after authorities seized more than 100 grams of meth. All right, okay. Hold on, what is this? Prison sentence to be served. Okay. Listen, I can't say that. Okay, yes, he is tough, but Nick had 26 ounces. This person had okay, they don't tell what that one is. Jeez Louise. Okay, but this one had 64 grams. This one had 64 grams. This one had they don't say. Okay, they don't say on this one. And this one had, oh, hold on. And this one, this person had, was it 100 grams? No, 200 grams of meth and 100 grams, no, sees more than 100 grams and more than 200 grams of ganja. So that's a little extreme, but he is tough on crime though. So, I mean, he is tough when it comes to drugs. So 26 grams, I don't know. What say you, chat? And Nick Rekieta said he's not going to represent himself. So he's going to get a lawyer. He should have kept a lady judge. He's going to get a lawyer to represent himself, okay? And he switched out to a new judge who's tough on drugs. What else is here? Aaron M. Holty of Steel Toe Morning Show, the fourth wheel in the Nick Rekieta polycule, has filed for divorce from his wife, April M. Holty. April was arrested with, okay, we already know that. Also, so they getting a divorce. All right. We kind of saw that coming though, didn't we? This is nothing surprising. Nick also, okay, so here's a new thing here. Nick Rekieta has been convicted of 2 traffic incidents which he failed to appear and contest in court. In the 2024 incident, which took place during his 6-month coke binge, Nick Rekieta was driving with expired tag, no driver's license, and no proof of insurance. Now, what I don't know is, this is, the offense date was March the 23rd. I don't know if this is in the past or if this is a current one. See, this is what I don't know. And that nobody can answer this question for me, because if this is a past incident, then this is kind of like something where he could have, taken care of it already. So there's no context to this. Does anybody know the So this is what I say. If anybody knows the context to this, please let me know if you're watching this after the video. Because if this happened in March and April, he could have already turned himself in, paid the fine, and this, that, and the other, right? We're in June. How is this relevant to what's going on now? So he also wrecked the Mustang GTA he bought like a day after he got it. Oh God, it must be nice to have money like that. You know what I'm saying? It must be nice. All right. So Nick has a new setup. And he looks nice, actually. He has a new setup. I don't know where this is. I don't know if this is in his original home or whatever. He appears to be sober here. And as you can see, he has these big old monitors. Actually, these look like TVs, and he just got them connected to his he got this connected to his computer. And yeah. I watched this. I can't play it because he gets a little TOS-y, okay, towards and it's in his sunroom. Okay, Lily says it's in his sunroom. He's standing up, and I can play this because this is safe to play. So, but the other stuff I can't play it because he drops a lot of F-bombs, and I'm not talking about the F-U-C-K bombs. Okay, I'm talking about the other type of FA type of bombs, and yeah, can't play that. But let's look at this.
Please comment on the status of Sonichu medallion. It's still here. It's still here. One of the other major changes I'm doing is I will be standing for the show, even down in my office. We're going to switch to a standing show rather than sitting down. I think that's a big part of doing the show and keeping my energy level up and keeping the show length actually at a reasonable pace rather than going to like 6-7 hours of shows or whatever. Like I have done. I know I haven't done a lot of those recently, but by standing up, you know, it keeps me active and moving. It keeps me in my sort of natural talking element. I don't like talking sitting down. I do it on
That's a lie. I don't know why he said that. In my opinion, I think the reason why Nick is doing stuff standing up, because one, he's going to be doing these live streams sober, quote unquote sober, and I guess, you know, normally when he was on it bad, he would leave his stream to go, you know, deal with the white lady, if you know what I mean. Hint, hint. The white girl. He would go sniff on some white girls, and then come back high. When you're fidgety, absolutely standing up. By the way, I want to say this, that standing up is way better than sitting down, actually, because most of Americans sit down too much, and we're not built this way to be sitting down so much. And this is why I'm like, a lot of you all need to like do some kind of recreational exercise or stand up and do things. Like, that's what I'm saying. Girls, get your butt in the kitchen because you can't cook sitting down. So when you're in the kitchen cooking your meals for your man or for your family, you standing up. But if you're constantly sitting down at work and then you come home, you're constantly sitting down, you know, this is a place where, you know, if you're fidgety, it's going to be uncomfortable because you may be rocking your legs so much, and it's very distracting. But I believe that Nick is doing this because if he's fidgety because he wants that hit, standing up is the best thing to do because you'll be rocking back and forth, and it's soothing, okay, for when you have that urge.
I don't like talking sitting down. I do it on the show, or did it on the show because I had to. So I'll be doing standing streams. I have to work out a little bit of how I'm going to be manipulating, like what the fuck is on. Please comment on the status of Sonichu.
So yeah, okay. So there's that. And this one was right here. This is his dog. He went and got his dog, right? And this was it. And then this guy said, "This dog has seen some." You know what? It's so true. This dog have seen some stuff, honey. This dog have seen some stuff, right? It's an ugly dog, but it's one of them cute dogs. It's so ugly, it's so cute. Says, if you only knew how bad things were going. thought that was so funny. I think this is it. Okay. Oh, right here. Yeah, it says. So they was memeing on him and everything like that. And yeah. I think that's it. I think that's it. Bombs know exactly what he is defending, the search warrant, and how it was So yeah. So Rekieta is now anti-government and blaming the government for his behavior, blaming the government for why his children are not with him right now, blaming the government to why they had drugs over at the house. So it's never his fault. He's never taken any accountability for why he is in the situation he's in. So once again, Barnes, who hates children, hates women. All right. Yeah, it's now, Nick is like saying Barnes is great. And I love the angle he's taking. Everything was done by the book. And Nick was just straight up gaslighting. Like, you're going to see in the end that the warrant was done illegally, that there was no probable cause, blah, 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 the government, blah, 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 the popo, blah, blah, like straight up lying and gaslighting, straight up doing it. And because Barnes is my thing is, I'm going to tell you something. I don't care if people block. Let me be clear. I don't care if people block. If you block, that's your business. But if you a lawyer who has all the arguments and you have a big account like Barnes do, I don't understand how you're blocking dissenting arguments. Like, if you're a lawyer, you should be able to counter all our arguments with a reply. You should be able to shut us down. But you don't. And then you block other lawyers who are who are basically just destroying all of your arguments. Okay? So there's that. Z Zinga says, is there a way to know why I got banned on Kick? I don't chat much and want to apologize if I said something effed up. I don't know what I don't know who you are, Zink. OJ, I've never seen you before on Kick. Maybe one of my mods blocked you or banned you. You gotta let me know what you. I've never seen you before. When I block somebody, I let them know that I blocked them on. If they're in my chat, I let them know I did it. So if I didn't say, hey, you're permaban or whatever, then one of my mods did it. So you have to ask one of my mods if they know who you are. I blocked. Okay, there we go. So Sun Dormant blocked you. I blocked ZZ and for who when he was defending George Floyd during the political stream. I called him out and didn't respond, so I blocked him. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So Z Zink, you got. Oh yes, it was a George Floyd thing. I got triggered. Oh, okay. Well, that block stays, so you can stay here in YouTube and don't get blocked and don't get triggered by no George Floyd. We are not fans of George Fentanyl Floyd. I think you should do some research. So I stand behind my moderators blocking you. So stay here in YouTube, all right? Okay, that should say, yeah, we both asked him several times to answer. Okay, so when my mods ask you to answer them and you didn't answer, then you stay blocked. So you can stay here in YouTube. But I think people should always do their research on me. I am a right-winger. Okay, so for you to think that I was going to be on Team Fentanyl Floyd, that's your problem. Okay, but that's why you got blocked. My mods, they remember you. Okay. All right, so... And Josh got suspended. I don't know why. All right, and now let's go to... Oh, okay, we already talked about this. The older incident involves driving 80 in the 65 mile. Okay, so breaking Nick Rekieta has been convicted of 2 petty misdemeanors. Okay, so these are in the past. Okay, so these are in the past. Okay, so I answered my own question. All right. Aaron M. Holty has dropped a message from Kayla Rekieta, which seems to substantiate his claims about their relationship. All right, here we go. All right, let's read this. Can you guys see this? Okay, it's pretty blurry, but I'll go ahead and read it to the best of my ability. Kayla Rekieta. Wait a minute, is this from Kayla or is this from... Okay, oh, so this is from Kayla. Okay, so this is what Kayla say. Is there a way you can tell your story without broadcasting a relationship that I thought was special to you, to everyone? I mean, I guess I'm seeing now that you thought everything that came out of it was evil, so I may be asking a lot there. Also, please don't contact my relatives. If you and I can't have a relationship, I would appreciate it if you would respect family boundaries. I'm getting help and you don't have to worry about being involved. You got out, you saved yourself, remember? Now, who is this to though? Oh, this was to Aaron. Aaron Himto had dropped a message from Rekieta which seems to substantiate his claims about their relationship. Lily, I don't know what I'm reading. Was Kayla and Aaron in a relationship? I thought they was just hookup people. I thought they were is Lily here? I thought that Aaron and Kayla was just, for the swinging, not because they were really into each other or something like that. So, I think Aaron said he was in love with Kayla on the No. What's up, Z girl? No way. He was in love with her? Dang. Okay, well, that's the end of that. Let's get to the whatever podcast, guys. All right. Let's see.
So I started off by...
All right. Hold on. So we're going to watch 2 clips of the whatever podcast, and then we're going to watch Turkey Tom breakdown of Nick Rekieta. All right. Yeah, Aaron admitted that he fell in love with Kayla when he was on Simpcast. According to Aaron, he fell in love with her and each couple kind of recoupled with each other's spouse. What is the point of being married, honey? If you're going to be doing all of that, I don't understand. If you're not happy with your own partner, then why be married? And they're supposed to be religious, mind you, right? They're supposed to be religious. And they're committing adultery with each other. These people are such hypocrites. Oh, another thing Nick said that he is no longer going to the original church where they ratted him out. He's going to a new church. So there's that. So I guess Nick is really upset that his original church wanted the best for him, and therefore they kind of snitched on him, so he doesn't go to that church anymore. Yeah, okay. So I want to show you 2 clips from the whatever podcast. All right. So no one can check on his kids. His kids are with family members now. I mean, they're good. So yeah. So I was watching, not all of it. I was going to certain time, they got the little time slots in here. So I was going to some of these time slots, what I thought was interesting. And I came across this right here. And it made me realize once again And I don't mean to be offensive to those of you who are religious, but this is the reason why I said religion is for men and spirituality is for women. And I'm watching right here how men are trying to use religion to, and which it does, it controls women, it shames women, and it tries to get women to do what men want. And you're going to see what I'm talking about when you see this little segment right here. It's really good, and I told you it's a good teaching tool. How, and by the way, it's going to deal with Andrew also. It's going to come up in here, okay? So I want you to understand how this works. And when I look at this, I said, look at the manipulation here. That when you are not religious, men can't shame you. Men can't control you. This is the reason why Bryson Gray could never shame me, because the only thing he could do is, you're going to hell. Okay, Trey. Okay. You're going to hell. Okay. You're going to hell. Well, if I don't believe in your hell, what now you can't make me do what you want me to do. You know what you want me to do, excuse me. So watch this. This is pretty telling in reference to men using religion to shame women. Watch this.
Saying that if you put a woman in a position that they can feel like feminine and lead and like follow you, I feel like in today's standards of dating, men don't really show that sense of commitment that would put women in that position.
So you're saying, okay, so this is maybe where we have the deviation. What is the expectation that you have when you're dating?
To like me in a committed relationship?
Yeah, but I mean, you're not committed yet, you're just dating.
Can you rephrase? I'm not really sure what you mean by that.
Yeah, so I mean, you could date, let's say you could even date 10 men without sleeping with any of them, right? Go on dates and go on dinner, this and that. What is the actual expectation that you have?
Me personally, I wouldn't put much effort in it if it's not like one person. If I'm like dating around, it wouldn't really be anything serious to the point where I put myself out there to like show exceeding expectations with that relationship. Or
okay.
Okay. So I like her answer, okay? If she's not looking for anything serious and she's just dating, I keep telling you women, I like this. If you're going to date, keep your legs closed. Keep your legs closed. You could date as many men as you want. You can go out with as many men as you want. If you just enjoying their company, it ain't that deep. Now, men, I want you to understand this, ladies. Most men are jealous that women have this luxury. But yet and still, they want to constantly remind us that we're not equal. And this is my problem with the hypocrisy from a lot of these men in the red pill community, in the religious community, just men who are just jealous of women basically having this option. If you want to sit up here and say men and women are not equal, then stick to it, because there's some things that men have the advantage of doing, and there's some things that women have the advantage of doing. You cannot sit up here and own your advantages and then be mad about our advantages. If we have the advantage of dating multiple men, and not having to open our legs and still be treated well, what you mad for? What you upset for? Why are you mad? So she's like, yeah, I'm dating a lot of guys. I'm not having sex with them, so it's not a big deal to me. I'm just having a good time. What's wrong with that? I'll tell you what's wrong with it. Men are mad that they don't have that luxury. Now, some men, very few men, have that luxury. It just depends on their status, looks, whatever. All right? But that's just a small percentage. Overweight women even have that luxury, or obese women have that luxury.
So then,
situation.
So from your view, you're saying you only want to date one man at a time, right?
Yeah, and I put myself in a situation to feel feminine enough to allow him to lead me in any aspect.
Well, I have a question.
Okay.
Could we all answer this to like figure it out? Because like I can say, at least for me, like if I'm gonna be dating a guy, it's gonna be dating a guy because I like the guy, which then leads to like a relationship, which then would mean like we'd get serious, and then it's like to the point of like marriage, I would want to say, at least for me personally. Like not saying that I'm gonna be dating to marry, but like definitely dating to like be with someone for a long time, and like actually wanting to be with just this person, like monogamously.
So if you had to summarize the question, what is the summary?
Well, like what would we all be dating for?
Marriage.
Yeah, that's a great question. What are you
Anonymous
dating
donated
for?
$69. Brian, living in California, you know how expensive this shite is. To the girl in the Cowboys 33T, this is for you. You're at least an 8. Hope you're not a liberal. Cheers, Andrew.
I'm not one specific thing, but thank you.
Here's to you as
Thank you,
well.
Anonymous. Thank you, Anonymous. Appreciate it. Also, just thank you to Brian's favorite simp. I forgot to thank you for your TTS earlier. Thank you, Destiny, even though, whatever. That's not the actual Destiny. It's some other guy. Did you want to continue on that, Andrew, or?
Yeah, well, she was saying, what are you dating for? I think that's a good question for the panel, if you don't mind humoring us, Brian.
Yeah,
what
sorry
are you
if I
guys
spun that
dating
on.
for? What is the purpose of dating?
Let's start with you.
Me?
Okay.
Yeah, well, you're...
Ladies, you don't have to justify why you date. Some of you who could have been, because I talked to a young lady in an email where she just got out of a very bad relationship, all right? And she's just dating to get her mind off of her bad relationship and also to build up her self-esteem. She was in a relationship that just basically destroyed her. She said she's ever since she got out of when she was going through her separation, you know, she started to lose weight again because prior to her ex situationship, or she calls it, she let herself go. She felt bad about herself. You know, he kind of like brought her back down, but she allowed that to happen to her. And then once she finally woke out of her slumber and realized I could do better, she got out of the situation and everything like that. But she came out damaged. And in the process of building herself up, she decided like these are, in the process of these men at the gym or where she goes and walk, guys are coming up to her and asking her, hey, you wanna go to this rock climbing, blah, 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 and everything like that. And so that she's doing it and she's enjoying the attention. She is enjoying the company. She's not looking for anything relationship-wise, but she also not interested in opening her legs or whatever. And she lets these attentions known to the men that are asking her out. So, but like if you're dating for marriage, then that you can have that out there. But if you're also that is a good reason. But if you're also just dating to get your mind off of, what you left, then you can also do that too. You don't owe no man an explanation why you're dating, but also be aware of why you date as well. Hold on. Angel said, I get so confused. On one hand, dudes say that if a girl smash on the first date, she's a 3 or 4, but then turn around and say if she doesn't smash fairly quickly, then she's playing games. So which one is it? Angel, stop worrying about what guys say. I don't know why. This is what, and I know this comes with you all learning to be more, yourself.
Hey, where are the white women at?
For helping women one-on-one pro bono.
Oh my God. Thank you for the gifted subs. Thank you, Erica. And Skybomb is gifting some subs. Hold on a second. Oh my. First of all, thank you so much, Erica. I appreciate that. And Skybomb.
Y'all ready for this?
Skybomb gifted 5 subs. Song got a gifted sub. Iron got a gifted sub. Ron got a gifted sub. Bell got a gifted sub. And Boomy got a gifted sub. Y'all make sure y'all thank Skybomb for them gifted subs. And Erica, thank you so much for that. Hey, where them white women at? $25. You ladies are going to get to a point, and it just takes time because I think a lot of you all are young, when you realize it doesn't matter what men think. And Angel, girl, you need some help, honey. Okay? Why are you paying attention to these inferior men who are crying about how they can't get their ding ding wet? It doesn't matter about what they care about. It's about you. So if they are mad that you ain't opening up your legs within the first day, week, month, year, it doesn't matter. It's your body. Their opinion doesn't matter. It's about what you want. You are being the one pursued, therefore you have the rules. I don't understand why y'all worrying about what these men think. That's your biggest problem, is that you worry too much about what men that are not even on your level think. So I keep saying this, the lioness never cares what the gazelles think. And now if you are not a lioness, then of course you are another gazelle and you care about what a male gazelle think about you. But when you're on another level, you don't care what some insignificant man thinks. Okay? So, who cares? Stop caring what they think. That's your problem.
You're already married, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess you can answer still, but
We know your answer.
No, yeah, I'm definitely dating for marriage. I felt like that's where I was hoping to getting in my last relationship. I feel like that's why I was doing all that. And then also I think it comes with the intention, and that was definitely my intention.
Was to get married?
Yes, and that's why I was doing those like duties as in cooking, cleaning, and providing spiritually and financially and so on.
So you were in a monogamous relationship with a single guy?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on a second. I made my son father wait literally 4 months before I agreed to even meet him in person, thinking I was vetting correctly and was still wrong. Well, what was the red flags that you ignored? Just making some man wait is not the only thing. Wow, $50! Kakoa!
Even as a liberal, I need to show some love for one of my favorite YouTubers, Rose.
Oh my God, thank you so much for the $50. I appreciate that, girl, Kakoa. Thank you. Angel, you think you think just because a man waits 4 months, he's the perfect match? Girl, your vetting has nothing to do with just that. I was just always curious why they say these one things in podcasts. That's all. Who cares what they say in podcasts? And your vetting technique sucks. Because here's the thing. If you think that all you have to do is have a man wait 4 months and then he's the one, then you shouldn't have been dating him in the first place. Because what if he had 5 baby? Look. So he could have 5 baby mamas and wait 4 months and you think that was enough? Girl. Who is worse in body count? Women that has slept with one time and 3 different men, or one woman who slept. It doesn't matter what a women can do what the hell they want because it's our bodies. So body counts is so irrelevant, and you women should never engage in the body count discourse, because men who are asking you about body count are beneath you. Okay? So I never in my life, in any of the men I have dated, including my husband, have had anyone ask me about a damn body count. Men are asking about a body count because they want to shame you. Men are asking about body count because they want to bully you into dating them. And if they bring your self-esteem down a peg or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, okay, that is a way for them to basically hurt you. Shouldn't matter as long as you're being safe and not spreading it. No, it doesn't matter. If a woman wants to have 50 guys or one guy, it doesn't matter. And yes, I agree with you on that one, RK. She got to be safe. I don't know why these women are doing this raw dog. I've never been on the side of that. Okay? But I'm telling you, do you think Murdoch asked his new wife how many men you done been with? I need to do a video on that too. Y'all remember? Where is that? Where is that? Hold on a second. Where is that? Where is that? Do you think he said, hey, Alina, where's your body count?
Hey, where are the white women at?
Preach, Pastor Tree.
Thank you so much for the $25, Erica. Girl, you are sprinkling in here for me, girl. I appreciate that. Thanks so much. So do you think he asked her about her body count? That is something low tier men think. Listen. Don't even engage in the answer. Okay? Don't even bother in looking into the answer. Don't even entertain that person. Men who ask that are low tier. Men who ask that are beneath you. Okay? There's that. You should still be exclusive. These men bring down your value. Imagine sleeping with a bunch of incels who are going shame you, sleep with men who aren't pillow talking, gossiping female. I don't think I agree with you, Kendra, but I don't think any woman. Let me rephrase this. I agree with you 100%. However, if a woman is not looking for anything serious, I believe if she's sleeping safely with men of higher value that bring something to her life, whether, if it's good dingling or not, well, whether it's good dingling, that's fine. I don't believe that if a woman is looking for just to get satisfied in that area, that she should deal with dusties. I will say that, okay? She should be, even in her discernment, be picky in who is providing her some kind of satisfaction. All right? Did that make sense what I'm saying? Because you'll come across young women, and I'm only talking about the young women, who are not necessarily looking for anything serious, but they have no problem being satisfied in that area. Then my suggestion to them is make sure that the men you're going to pick just to be satisfied in their area are men of value, men that make it worth your time. Sprinkle, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Not no dusty guy who lives on his mother's couch, or some guy who's living in his car like Wanya with Pearl. You know what I'm saying? That's all these men have to offer you is their ding ding. But when you got a man that's going to that's going to show you out, it's going to give you a good time, maybe spoil you too, but also got good ding ding, yeah, do your thing. Men in different area codes, facts. There's no way that who are you talking about? Yes, that was me in my 20s. I end up meeting my husband when I was just looking for satisfaction. Go ahead, girl. And listen, I am also, let me just be very transparent, okay? Because of my father, he was so strict, when I got my freedom and I came down to Georgia to attend college, the last thing I was looking for was a serious relationship that was going to lead to marriage, okay? No way. I wasn't interested. I had just got off the island too. Now, I wasn't opening my legs to just any old dusty guy. Because as a college student, the number one thing that I was interested in is someone that had a car and that could feed me. Boom, okay? Because when you're a broke college student, I don't need to be dealing with somebody who's broke on my level. All right? I'm a freshman, and I know that that being a freshman, you got these upperclassmen that got cars, that got access to get in the club, VIP section, this, that, and the other, and they gonna make sure they feed you. So I'm just saying, hey, I no shame in my game, but it wasn't like with a whole bunch of guys. It's just that you know that you want that, but it's got to have something else with it. And so I've never, ever dealt with some dusty. I can't relate to that. Now, if you have, that's fine. You just, everybody has made mistakes. So there you go. Yeah, once you hit 18 and 20, it's when you start getting a little adventurous. Yeah, so it's like I'm not looking for, at that time, I was not looking for no husband. All right, I had just got from underneath my strict father's rules. Baby, I was ready to do my own thing. But once I got into, I would have to say, I started getting into serious relationships when I got into my late sophomore, early junior years, I think. Yeah, it had to been once the spring of my sophomore year, that's when I started getting to a serious relationship. And so there's that. Yeah, so that's the reason why I don't judge young women when you're really young, saying you're not really interested in that. I have no problem with that because you can always start your family in your late 20s or early 30s, or even your 40s. Hell, y'all want to see something crazy? No, I'm not going to show you that. I'll show it to you tomorrow because it's going to cause us to divert into another subject here. Okay.
Is sex a part of that?
I'm sorry?
Is sex a part of that?
It wasn't at first, but then once he made the environment for me to feel safe, then yes, I had sex with him.
With me personally, I wouldn't describe myself as a person who would date aimlessly. I wouldn't say marriage either because I'm so young, but definitely for correct experiences that would shape me into somebody that I want to be.
Whoa. Wait. Hang on, back up. You're
okay,
not
here we
dating
go.
for marriage specifically.
Because I'm
You're
so
dating
young.
For experiences?
No, I wouldn't say experiences in what you're probably thinking, but if it
No,
would
that's
lead
not
to
what I'm not inferring.
Experience of a
I just
long-term-
wanna make sure
an
that's
experience
right.
of a long-term relationship that might lead me to marriage, but because I'm so young, it's not a guarantee that I would if I don't 100% see myself marrying that person, I would cut it off completely. Not like that because I'm reaching for those experiences that would shape me into
What's wrong with getting married young though?
Nothing at all. But me personally, because of what I want to do with my career and stuff like that, it's just not on my. It's not.
Well, what do you want to do with your career?
Me, hopefully, the med field. I'm not sure with doctor, but that's really time committing, especially with my load of study right now currently, even as a college student.
So you're going to medical school?
It would be a hope currently, but we never know.
I don't understand. It could be a hope. Are you going to medical school, or are you now just doing the prerequisites to go?
Right now, I'm a college student, but I'm saying that looking forward in the future with what I currently hope to do, early marriage wouldn't be a priority for me.
Why not?
Just because of how I see myself maneuvering in that lifestyle.
So do you
it wouldn't
prioritize
benefit
career
me.
over marriage? Let's say you found the perfect guy tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
He was great and fantastic and this and that. Would you still prioritize your career over that?
If you put me in a position where it wouldn't interfere with anything that has to do with my career, of course.
Okay. So the answer is, okay, so listen. And she's young. She doesn't understand how to answer this question. So what Cuck Drew said is, if you met the perfect guy, you wouldn't put aside your career for marriage. Well, a perfect guy would allow you to pursue your career in addition to being married. He has no right to tell another woman what a perfect guy is to him. He wants to sit up here and shame her by saying, for a perfect guy, her perfect guy is a man who's not going to tell her to leave her college, to drop out of college, and to negate her dreams of being a doctor for marriage, family, and kids. Okay? That's the trap. How many videos do we got to see from women who said, I was going through law school and then I met my husband and he told me to, and I was about to take my LSAT, whatever. I was about to graduate and then he told me just to drop everything and to help him with his own law firm. And I did. And I had kids. And next thing you know, he got with his girl, he got with his secretary. And now I can barely have any money for our groceries. You know what I mean? This is what I want you to understand. A man who loves you, ladies, would never put you in a situation where you're destitute without him. That's a controlling person. A man would, if you have a man in your life, he would want to build you up to where you're just as strong with or without him. So when a man wants you in a weak position to where you can't survive, you can't live, you can't eat without him, that is a bad position to be in. And he is not on your team. He does not want you to be the better person. Okay, men who want you to be the better version of yourself will support your goals. Because what happens, okay, what happens, you drop out of school, he makes all the money, you have the kids, and something tragic happens to him to where he's killed, unfortunately. Then what? Now you're sitting here and you got to figure out, okay, well, I don't have access to his bank account. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm on the beneficiary. I don't know. You are now put in a bad position to where you can't, you're going to have to go to work. But now, guess what? You cannot go to the lawyer position that you would have been in if he would have encouraged you to be a lawyer with him. Because if him being a lawyer and you're going to law school and he promotes you to be another lawyer and you two as husband and wife have a law firm, if he passes away, you still Gucci. You still fine. You're going to be upset that you lost your soulmate or your partner, your man, but you still good. But you're not good if he tells you to get out of school, drop everything, drop your goals, drop all of that, and then all of a sudden something happens to him. Then what happens to you? Okay? So that's what I want you all to understand is that a man who loves you, a man who's got your back, going to want you to be the best version of yourself. Your goals, he's going to want to support them. Because guess what? When you're strong, it makes him even strong. And you're strong together as a unit. You are, I can never understand these men who are saying that they're high value, which I disagree. But they want their woman to be weak. Well, if your woman is weak, she's the first teacher of your children. So what do you think going to happen to the kids? Huh? What? You would want the men, I'm talking to the men. You would want your wife to be at her highest level so that she can be, because she's going to be the first teacher of your children. Okay? You want her to be at her best. You want her to have the best. You want her to be at a high level to the point where she can teach children, give them the self-esteem, do not be miserable, because a lot of children are intuitive, all right? And listen, hold on, I gotta say this disclaimer. I am not saying that women, all women have to have a job or all women have to have a career. What I'm saying is that, you know, if you are at your best, then your children are going to reflect that. So you have and I am also judging that off of my own experience with my own mother. My mother was miserable, all right? And that's why she was a terrible, terrible mother. She was a very bad mother because she wasn't happy herself. okay, because she gave up everything she had to be with my daggone ain't shit daddy, and she's angry and she's taking it out on me. There's that. But women who, like Dawn said, have a backup plan, also have just something on the side. And I don't think your husband's going to have a problem with that. So this is something like, getting back to this, like, a good man is based on your definition, not another man's definition.
Yeah, but what if, I mean, if he had enough money to just take care of you and asked you abandon the career, why would that actually be problematic?
That like would depend on the person, right?
Yeah.
Like what your dreams and your passions are
Yeah.
based off of a guy who just wants to pay everything off for you. Some people would be down for that, but she doesn't seem like she'd be down for that.
Right.
She wants to have
Yeah,
like,
I
a
know, but
successful
she has a
career.
mouth and can speak for herself, and we're having a convo. So
Sorry.
just relax for a second, and if you don't mind letting her answer, so I can
Yeah, I'm
understand what her
gonna
position
piggyback
is.
exactly what
Yeah,
she
no,
said.
calm down. I know
No,
everyone
I'm
gets
just
mad. If you're not allowed to speak for somebody else, you get mad. I get that. But just let them speak for themselves.
Oh, I'm
That's
so
fine.
mad.
Let them speak for themselves. It's cool. Anyway, so back to you. If you don't mind kind of elaborating on this. Because
I would never let no man talk to me like that. But like I said, they get the young girls in here to talk to them like that. Because young women are not confrontational. That's why I love being me, honey. You could never talk to me that way. If I want to help out sister girl, I'm going to help her out. I'm going to help her out. I'm going to help her out. You ain't going to tell me what I can say what I want to say.
I find this kind of interesting. Why is it that you would reject a man taking care of you if he wanted you to reject the pursuance of a career in lieu of children?
Because if you will solely rely on a man to take care of you, rely on a man to feed you, he has the power to starve you. He has the power to make you homeless. He has the power to make you destitute. Why would you put that type of power in anyone? Huh? I don't understand this. Yeah. He's gonna basically take care of you. So don't you go get your education? What are you talking about? So, no. And the thing about it is that you all know that when Oh my God, thank you for the gifted subs. Oh, we got the gifted subs over there. What? Here we go. One and only Stormy gifted a sub to Sarah. Sarah, smile. Won't you smile for me, Sarah? Ooh. Sarah, smile. Okay, who know that song? Sarah, make sure you thank one and only Stormy, unless you're in the chat lurking, because we could probably have a lot of lurkers here. Mr. Milky says, I'm so sick of these women being on these shows with no research. They don't know what we know and how to defeat him in an argument. Yeah, they don't. This is the reason why we're going to learn from their mistakes. We're going to learn from their mistakes, but also they're here. I don't know who this chick is.
Ooh-wee, I got a super chat.
They don't have the OF women on here like they used to. Max, thank you so much for the Canadian $10. My sister was a stay-at-home wife with 2 kids when her husband decided to leave her after 10 years of marriage. Oh my God. She was jobless. He emptied the bank and rent and bills still needed to be paid. That's what I'm talking about. They want to leave you destitute. A man who cares about you, a man who supports you, do not want to put you in a position. That's not love, okay? That man resents you. And that's called a placeholder. See, a man will let you be the placeholder for when he really wants a arm candy woman, a woman where, now that he had got up to financial status, all right? You got to go. He is now, quote unquote, upgrading. I'm sorry that happened to your sister. I hope everything works out for her in the future. But this is where other women learn from your sister's mistakes. She's not the only one who has been through this. Okay. So yeah. That's what I'm saying. I would never, ever advise a woman to be in a financial hardship way to where she can't she cannot benefit financially from the divorce. Like, for example, Hillary Crowder dropped her entire lucrative interior design business for Steven Crowder to build up Louder at Crowder. And because she wasn't getting paid, all right, she absolutely deserved half of what he gets from the company, because she was there to help build that up. There was no prenup anyway. All right. And I'm telling you, prenups will save you. You just need a good lawyer to write it correctly to where you are not destitute. You are not in shambles after a divorce. Prenups are on your side, ladies. I'm telling you. And if you want to know if your man is on your side or not, a prenup will tell you. Yes, everything worked out. I came to her and the next day and paid for everything. He did end up getting an arm candy woman. They typically do. And you are very wise in the ways of the world. Well, I just don't want women, because unfortunately, a lot of women don't have the kind of crazy dad that me and Morgan had. All right. I learned from the mistakes that the women made with my father. All right. And so I like to pass that on. And that's why I like the women that are on TikTok, that are on YouTube, that are leading you all into having, not making these mistakes that our foremothers have made. Even billionaires' wives are having. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point, Kendra. Billionaires do never leave their wives destitute. Okay, you can't. There's not one billionaire high-value man that has his ex-wife talking about something. I'm struggling. Oh my God, I ain't got no money. I ain't got no kid. I can't wait. No. They all make sure that their wives, especially the wives that have the children, they are taken care of. I can't think of one billionaire who left his wife in shambles. I can't think of one. Millionaires, maybe. I don't know. I can't think of one in my multi-millionaires. I don't know either. I don't know one either. But billionaires, billionaires don't leave their wives in no bad position. Okay, so that's what I want you to understand. These are men who understand, like, hey, I love this woman. I'm gonna make sure she's good or Gucci, even if we're no longer together. But you have these men that they're vindictive. You have these men who don't want the best for you, that will tend to want to punish you for not being subservient. It's amazing. Mackenzie said, my husband's father left all of his inheritance to his ex-wife, not his new. Really? Not his new wife? Wow. Kick takes over your screen when you get a sub. You have to click it at least to go back to what? Huh? What are you talking about? Kick takes over your screen when you get a sub. You have to click it at least to go back to normal. What are you talking about, that shizzle? How is Kick taking over my screen that I gotta click to go back to a normal screen? What are you talking about? I don't have to click nothing on my screen. As you can see, my screen is fine. What are you talking about? Jeez Louise. Ain't it true that with most men, it really is about timing, meaning don't matter what woman he's with at the time he becomes ready, he will marry whenever he's with at the specific time he decides I don't know what you're talking about, Angel. I can't relate. You're putting all the power in a man's hands. And by the way, it depends on the man. Men have just as much power as a woman, but women are the one being pursued, so I can't relate to what a man does, okay? Okay? You as a woman, unless you are 800 pounds and you smell like a sewage, you're not going to be pursued. So therefore, the man basically dictates it to you. Not you, the people that get the sub thing when people give subs to other people. That shizzle, hush, okay? I don't know what you're talking about. You're confusing me. You're talking to me and you're making no sense, so be quiet. Because they are a reflection of them. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. When women are the one being pursued, I don't care what a man goes through. There are men who, like Leonardo DiCaprio, he can do what he wants because the man got a lot of money, and he is being pursued by young women because they understand what they have to get into. So it just depends. It always depends on the man or the woman who's being pursued. Okay, so you have men who are constantly being pursued, and then you have women who are being pursued, maybe not constantly, but they're being pursued. So you can determine what you want and your standards and all this other stuff. So but for the most part, men are the ones who are pursuing, and men are the ones who are being a hunter. You care too much what men think and not what you think. That's your problem. I can always tell. It's an ego thing too, I think, because we are a reflection of them, and I'm not a reflection of no man. I'm a reflection of me. How am I a reflection of a man? And they don't want to be that looking that girl. Sit down, Angel. I'm my own person. Okay? I'm my own person. I'm not no reflection of nobody. Sit your butt down.
Because why would I do that? I don't understand why.
Well, because you only have X amount of fertile years, right?
I mean, but why would that be my top priority?
I'll explain it. Okay, so if you want to have a family and a husband and children, and you find a good high-value man or a man with virtue who wants to also have children, basically your 20s is going to be the years in which you bear the most amount of children.
Okay, that's not true, because women don't want to have a whole bunch of kids these days. Okay, I do believe the maximum amount of kids for some women, for most women, are what, 2? So it's not like a whole, even his own 304 wife has maximum 5 kids by 3 different women. He has 2 that we know of. His maximum kids are 2. He has 2 children. So this whole thing of having a whole bunch of like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 kids, that's no longer here. My grandmama had 8 kids. My great-grandmama had 10. That's not how things are these days. Some women are having 1 children, 2 at the max. That seemed to be the norm, having 2 kids. You have some women who don't have no kids, some women who have more than like 4 kids, whatever. But women in their 20s are not having a whole bunch of kids. And thanks to science, women are having kids in their 40s, in their 30s. I don't understand this whole thing of like, oh, you're in your 20s, you got to have all these kids. Says who? Now, if you do decide to have kids in your early 20s, I have no problem with that. Do you, boo? Okay? Do you? So, whatever. Tree, I'm literally asking the same question I've heard right here on YouTube, yet it seems like you just want to disregard what I'm saying to make me sound dumb or like I'm having irrelevant questions. You're not on, Angel, no offense, but you're on such a low level, I can't relate. So maybe you need to talk to somebody who's more patient with you, because it ain't me. You, in my opinion, and the way I feel, you care so much what a man thinks. I can't relate to that. I've never cared what they think. I only care what I think. And I care about what my sister friends thinks, okay? And my sisterhood think. I don't care what a man thinks because I am the sun, all right? They revolve around me. Okay? That's what I don't understand. Like, I'm trying to get you to understand my mentality, because when I see the things that you say, I can't relate. You are always thinking like, oh, I'm a reflection of a man this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. I'm talking about millionaires things, leaving their wives good even after divorce as a reflection thing. Why is it a reflection? I don't use your words as a reflection. This has nothing to do with reflection. You're getting my chats late and sometimes treat blah, blah, blah. Get rid of that word reflection. Okay? When you have children, your children are a reflection of you based upon how you upbring them, okay? Your children looks like you or looks like your husband. You know what I'm saying? Your children are basically a reflection of how you have taught them, how you have raised them, this, that, and the other. But I can't relate to you, so there's that. So I don't like your word usage is that of a lower level I can't relate to. So I don't know. Would somebody like to be a tutor to Angel? Cause I'm not. I can't. You gotta raise your vibrations for me to sit up here and understand what you're saying. So there's that. So you keep using this reflection. I can't relate to that. I'm not a reflection of my husband, and he's not a reflection of me. I can't. I don't know. Maybe it's the word usage or whatever. The lag is a convo. Chat is really annoying and making things confusing. That's why you ain't understanding my chat. No, I understand your chats. This happened last night. I'm out, y'all. But take your ass on then. You getting mad. Hey, Angel, hold on. Don't get no attitude with me. Why don't you just stop talking to me then? If I can't understand you and I always misunderstand you, then stop talking to me. How about that? Stop talking to me. Because you're acting like a spoiled brat, and I don't like that. Now, I can fix that permanently for you if you want me to. All right? But you are not on my level, and that's okay. So take your ass over there to Shira 7 or whoever, or Manifest L, where you can basically learn the basics. But I'm not on the level you're on. And it's funny how I understand everybody else but you. And you want to blame it on the lag. I'm reading your words, and I don't like them. And I'm telling you, you can't eat with me. So go take your ass over there to the children's table and eat your daggone chicken tenders and your French fries. Daggone it, you gonna get an attitude with me. Heifer, you better check yourself. Now, I mean that. Stop talking to me. Don't talk to me no more. You talk to me again, I'm gonna put you in timeout. And I mean that. And I don't give out no empty threats. So I don't like somebody who's gonna sit up here. You ain't gonna act passive aggressive with me, talking about something you don't understand what I'm saying. I'll permaban you, so you ain't gotta ever worry about misunderstanding me or me misunderstanding you again. I can fix that permanently. Don't ever play that game with me. I'm too much of a mean person for you to do that to me, okay? She has done that the entire time of every live. Yeah, I mean that. I don't want her talking to me no more, and I'm gonna put her in timeout if she does. And watch tomorrow. I'm gonna tell you, watch tomorrow. She gonna do it, and I'm gonna put her in timeout. Cause she needs the daggone. She's on such a basic level. I can't relate to that. All right, here we go.
In your 30s, that's going to rapidly decrease. Same thing in your 40s. So if he says, listen, I would like you to stay at home with our children to make the most optimal family possible, and I will take care of the money. Why is it unreasonable for him to ask you to do that?
Because if he controls all the money and she has nothing to fall back on, he can leave her in a very destitute position, or just basically just leave her in a very bad position if he moves on. Okay? So he should never want that. I'm going to tell you what she should say, okay? Here's what she should say in return, all right? If she says, if I have a bank account and he gives me a monthly allowance, and in addition to paying for everything, and I can also have a little side business since he doesn't want me to be a doctor, sure. And also, if I sign a prenup stating that everything that he builds while we are married, I get half if he divorced me, then sure, I absolutely will stay at home and take care of the children and all that other stuff. That's what she should be saying, and men will have a problem with that though. Men will have a problem with that. Because if it's he wants you to stop your career, he doesn't want you to be able to be financially independent of him. So he wants you to take care of the kids. You can do that after school. You can have kids after school. After you basically finish your doctorate degree. After you finish your residence. Isn't that how that works? Your residence, first of all, you get your doctorate and then you go and do your residency. All right. And even in your residency, you're not even making all that type of money. And then once you're established, then you can have your kids. So she's in her early 20s. By the time she get into her late 20s or her 30s, she'd be making good doctor money. I don't know this whole thing, but if he wants you to leave, then it has to be something in it for you. Besides, you should be satisfied with just being a mother and a child. I mean, a mother and a wife. Okay, you should have a monthly allowance, and you should be able to, if you choose to, have a little side business on the side. In addition to being a stay-at-home mom. Because guess what? His fat wife is not financially dependent upon him. She legitimately has a job. She always had a job. So she was never a stay-at-home wife. So why is he asking her to be one? He is not making enough money. Well, hold on. Let me take that back. He's making a little coin now. About 11 years after the fact. But he only started making a little change to get her some new veneers in the last 2 years.
Boom, headshot.
Maybe no, in the last hold on, it's 2024. Yeah, I would have to say in the last year and a half, he started making enough money to where he can basically buy her some new teeth. Rachel was the breadwinner, absolutely, Dawn. Now, is she the breadwinner now? I don't know. I don't know. Because Andrew has been with Brian. Brian is making a lot of money. I think Brian is paying him a percentage. So if Brian is paying him what I think he's paying him, then he's the breadwinner now. But Rachel was the breadwinner throughout the time. He didn't have a job, and I showed you all tweets of him saying he's never worked a day in his life. And I showed you where Rachel would say, I go to work, I come home, I clean, I cook for my husband. Like she's proud of being a slave. So she was the breadwinner for a long time until recently. So a part of me, even though I don't like these people, yes, and his channel is very active, and he's getting a lot of views and super chats. So therefore, he is probably right now the breadwinner. But she was the breadwinner for many, many, many years until recently. So he never practiced what he's preached. So that's what I'm saying. He could never get away with this stuff with me.
just because of my passions as a person. And I would really like, I would want to be with somebody who would understand that. I really wouldn't put myself in that situation.
So you would reject family in your fertile years for what it is that you want.
Okay, long as you having a period, you are fertile, ladies and gentlemen. I don't understand this thing. Listen, y'all know, women are having their oh, good God. Listen, I am against women having their first babies at the age of 50. That seems to be, listen, I just saw a woman, I have to admit, she doesn't look like she's 54. She really doesn't. But she's pregnant with her first child. And I'm like, I don't like that. I don't. But as long as you're on your period, you are fertile. Okay? And so this whole thing of you're fertile only in your 20s, where did you get that from? What the hell are you talking about? So she needs to go ahead and just say, you're wrong. As long as a woman has her period, she's fertile. When a woman stops having her period, yes, Grace, yes. Also, Grace know who I'm talking about. Girl, Grace. I said, girl, come on. I'm not mad though. I'm not mad. If she can have, hold on, because she's been taking very good care of herself. Let me just say this. Homegirl looks good. But I'm like, your first baby at 54? No, girl. Nah. No, girl. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? But if she can do it, hey, I'm not going to hate on it. It's just in my opinion. If this was her second baby,
I got a super
if this was her second baby at the age of 54, I would be like, yes, girl. It's not. It's her first. It's her. Okay, it's her fourth. Oh, okay. Whew. All right, then I support it. Miss Pancake said it's not her first, it's her fourth. Okay, if it's her fourth baby, then I'm all for it. Okay, let me give her a clap. I thought this was her first baby. Because I'm like, nope. Ralphus, thank you so much for the $2 saying Wilson is a weak man. Yes, he is. Okay. Oh, thank you for telling me that. I feel better now. If this is her fourth baby and she's having it at 54, okay, fine. Okay, all right. Yeah, Janet Jackson had hers at 50, and I think the Brat maybe had hers at 49 or 50. I'm just, hear my logic, ladies, of why I don't like women having their first child that late in their age. When the elasticity into your body, the collagen is really strong, as well as the muscle fibers in your uterus, the bouncing back for future babies is stronger when you get it out of the way from the first child. Okay, whether it's in your 20s, whether it's in your 30s, hell, whether it's in your early 40s. But when you start hitting 48 or 49, I'm like, you're going to start encountering some challenges as a first-time mother, where your body is a little, depending upon you to take care of it, you're going to go through some health challenges that your younger self would not be going through. Did that make sense? So that's when I'm talking about, like, you're kind of, if you had a baby before, your body's already prepped, so to speak, for future children. And so you don't go through those complications those complications doesn't have that much of a harsher effect on your body in your late 40s or in your early 50s when you have your first child versus if you had it early on. Now, when you had a child, when you had your first child, whether it's in your 20s or in your 30s or in your early 40s, okay, then if you have another child in that age, it's not bad actually. But it's different when your body has not experienced childbirth before and you are experiencing that in that late age. You are definitely going to go through some complications. These people may not tell you. I know the brat went through some serious complications. I know. All right. And I'm also not team C-section either. I'm team have your vajayjay birth. But when the older you get, the more you're prone to have the C-section. And I'm not a fan of that too much. So, yeah. So that's my thing. I'm not against women having children late. I'm just against them having their first children at that age. It's caused more health problems. And it's, yeah, there's that. So, yeah, I wish they wouldn't, Grace. Grace said more women are having children in their 40s and later. Yeah, I wish they would go ahead and get it out of their way in their 30s, but if they take good care of their bodies, all right, and prepare for pregnancy. And this is the reason why I was getting mad when certain women were talking about drinking wine when you're pregnant. That's blasphemous to me, because I believe that, and I'm from the old school teaching, that when women decide that they're going to get pregnant, they prep their body at least 6 months to a year prior to conceiving a child. You want your pregnancy, to be smooth as possible, and you shouldn't wait until you're pregnant to start taking care of yourself by taking prenatal vitamins and staying away from certain type of activities that's going to cause some problems for the health of your baby. You should prep your body, get your nutrients levels high enough, make sure you are at the ideal weight, and then keep that up once you get pregnant. But women don't start thinking about taking care of themselves until they find out that they're pregnant, and that's backwards in my opinion. So there's that. I would prefer not to have a child under 20 when I'm 60, because I want to make sure that all set before anything happens to me. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm reading all my chats here. So, my mom had me at 42. It has negative repercussions. Most of my family is not alive anymore. So my son had him in my 20s on purpose. Will only have my husband's side. Oh wow, yeah, that's a good point. That's another thing to think about, Leilani. So yeah, that's another one too. And them man needs to prepare and not drink and smoke if you do it. Now, the good point, Mackenzie. The men are supposed to also, because they should want their swimmers to be strong. All right, their swimmers should be strong to where they should also prep their body as well. Because you want to have a very healthy pregnancy, but also have a healthy baby. Good point. Good discussion here today.
But how do you know family is a priority for me? Like, I don't.
Because you said it was.
When did I say that?
Yeah, she never said that. He's putting them words in her mouth.
Earlier, when we were having the argument about Christian ethics, I assume you follow Christian ethics. Am I incorrect about that?
I'm Catholic, yeah, but I understand
so are you
the realm that
commanded by the Catholic Church to be fertile and to multiply?
But that's not really one of my.
See what I mean? Oh, it's about the Catholic doctrine that you must be fertile and multiply. That's why I am like, oh my God, I'm so glad I'm not religious. You ain't gonna use that on me, baby. The Lord said, be fruitful and multiply. If you don't, you are living in sin, Jezebel.
something I want to do going, like, it's not my top priority. Like, yes, as a Catholic, I understand that, but with the whole system of me being Catholic, there's stuff I don't agree with, and I understand that it might not, like, align with other Catholics and how they might see me, but it's just something I don't really agree with. And it's not like I'm picking and choosing, but it just doesn't align with me as a person.
Well, when you talk to your priest, what does he say?
We don't really talk about things like that. I don't think it's
You
really
don't
a
talk
big
to your
deal.
priest?
No.
Yeah. Do you really attend Catholic Mass very often?
I mean, I go to confessional, stuff like that, but I don't really think that's something that would be brought up. I mean, not wanting
I
to
mean,
start a
it's
family.
brought up quite a bit, right? If that's
me
your
personally,
spirit,
no.
if that's your spiritual father, isn't that a person you would confide that kind of thing into, or no?
No, that's true.
Why
But
would you go to confessional and say, Father, forgive me for I have sinned. I don't want a man. I don't want a family right now. This is what I'm saying. Like, this is another, like, oh, I'm gonna use religion to control you. I'm gonna use religion to control you, baby. Okay. All right. You should be confessing to your father. Why is it you're not confessing to your mother? Like, I think a father would different. I know this is Catholicism, but it's like, why is it that you are confessing to the father priest? What did Mother Mary say? Okay, these people.
I really just don't think that's such a big deal, you know? I don't know what we're going back and forth about.
Well, we're not really going back and forth. I just want to make sure I understand your mindset. That's it. So ultimately, if you think that there is any sort of pushback from your religious views towards the things that you personally want, you will abandon the religious views.
Celine, she doesn't want to have kids. She's not that's not the argument. She doesn't want to have kids. She just said she's not looking to start a family. He's trying to use religion to guilt her to have a family. So, yeah, I'm not for that. This is what I'm saying. It's used to control women.
Thing that you want.
That's not really what I like. I don't see my actions as that. I'm not saying I'm not going to start a family at all. That's definitely something I want, but not so early. That's not a priority for me, no.
Yeah.
Well, when? How many years do you have to start one?
Whenever it happens, God willing. That's God's time, not mine.
As long as it's on the terms of you also get what it is that you personally.
Yes, because it's her body. And this is the men that want to shame you. Ladies, stick to your guns. Oh, so it's based upon what you want. Yes. Now watch what Andrew says after this when she says yes. Watch this. Hold on. Let me. I want you all to be prepared for something like this, because I've seen a lot of men use these techniques. You gotta stick to your guns.
Priority for me, no.
Well, when? How many years do you have to start one?
Whenever it happens, God willing. That's God's time, not mine.
As long as it's on the terms of you also get what it is that you personally desire, right?
I mean, that is my train of thought while I'm advancing in life.
You don't consider that somewhat selfish?
Yes, it's selfish.
Boom! Headshot!
Own it. Oh my God. I have run into so many women who don't want to admit to being selfish. Yes, I'm looking out for myself. I don't have kids, so I have me. I'm looking out for self. And you're right, Kendra, sorry. Having a child is the most selfish thing you can do. But guess what? I've had, throughout my entire life, right? I've heard this whole thing of, you don't want to have kids? That's selfish. Yep. Now what? See, here's the deal. They want you to defend the accusations of being selfish. I own that, honey. You damn right I'm selfish. I'm looking out for myself. Wow, that makes you selfish. Yes, I got it. It makes me selfish. And you shouldn't be selfish. Why? Because that's not what God, I'm not a Christian. Now what? It's a kryptonite. It's a kryptonite. Because they want you to continue to defend the whole thing about why you're not selfish. Where if you really think about it, like Kendra stated, having children is selfish. You want to produce children and carry on your legacy. A lot of times, and there's nothing wrong with what I'm about to say, a lot of times you want someone to take care of you when you get old. There's nothing wrong with that. That's still somebody looking out. That's still you getting something for yourself. So, yeah, it's selfish. When you have people who refuse to have, like, y'all know me, all right? I told you why I have no reason of having children. But I have been told all my life that, oh, you're just selfish. I just go ahead and own it. I remember when I was a police officer, and one of my many reasons, second reason, because the first reason was, I don't think that I have gone through the psychological training to make sure I don't physically abuse my children the way my mother has abused me. But also, I'm a police officer. I don't want no one coming to my child and say, "Mommy not coming home anymore." Okay, because something tragically happened to me while I was a police officer. So I thought that was the most awful thing that could be done to a child, is to tell them that mom's not coming home because she worked a dangerous job as a cop. So I don't want to do that. And so I was well, if the father's in your life, why do you care? Like, I care because it's more psychologically damaging to a child when the mother passed away than the father. Sorry, that's just how it is. Oh, that's just selfish. And back then, I didn't know no better, so I would defend it. I'm not being selfish. I think that's selfish to have a child under those circumstances. Well, then you should quit policing and think about your children. I don't have any kids. Well, that's because you're doing a police officer thing. Blah, 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 blah. We go back and forth. Until one day, I came across a sister queen who said, Tree, stop defending it and admit that you're selfish. What's wrong with being selfish? She literally had said, what's wrong with being selfish? And I had blue screened because I never thought about it before. I was like, well, isn't being selfish bad? How?
Ooh-wee, I got a super chat.
How is being selfish bad? Celine, thank you so much for the $10. I don't want to have kids because I'm afraid they will have disabilities even if they can function. My aunt's sister has 2 adult males in diapers with severe autism and can't talk. Your aunt's experience, Celine, is not your experience. Hey Patty, I don't believe that you should take on your aunt's experience, because that's your aunt. I can see if your mama, let me just say this, for example, if your mom and your dad had a degenerative eye disease that's hereditary and that they got from their parents and their parents' parents, then that could be a concern that you could basically worry about. However, because I don't believe in limitations, for example, if your parents both your mom and dad have a degenerative eye problem, you can work on building your body, including your own eyesight, even before you get pregnant and then when you get pregnant, to make sure that doesn't happen to your child. And then you can always, while your child is in your belly, you are sending those vibrations of perfect sight. I don't believe that any of my parents or relatives' experience is my experience. As you can hear, based upon what I said, the reason why I will not have kids is not because of something happened to my mom or my dad. I'm talking about something that happened to me by way of my mom. Did that make sense? Like, I was brutally, physically abused, tortured, whatever you want to say. So that has something that my personal experience and That's the reason. I don't limit myself based upon my my own my other family members. I have nonverbal learning disabilities in school, and I'm afraid my child won't. Okay, well, why you didn't lead with that, Celine? Okay, because you brought in your aunt, and I'm like, your aunt ain't you. Okay, so you said I have nonverbal learning disabilities in school. Are you diagnosed with something? Because I don't care. I had a lot of stuff going on with me in school that had nothing to do with no learning disability. It's just because of the torture I did with my mom. I wasn't really paying attention. That's the reason why they would never have me sit by a window, because I wanted to use that escapism. You know what I'm saying? So because reality sucked, so I like to go, and that could be a Pisces thing, but it's like I like to go into my head. I like to go into another world that's better than when I was young, than better than the world today. But I wasn't diagnosed with anything. Yeah, there you go, disassociation. So it's like that was just escapism for me, and I just like to pretend. I love my pretend world, okay? Because it was better than reality. Yes, I have nonverbal learning disability. Yeah, it has a lot to do with spatual and have to work extra hard to do things that come easy to others. I can't relate to that, but Celine, it's your decision, because now you are saying something that affects you that may affect your child. That doesn't seem to be an issue that would make me not have kids, okay? But it's your decision, because that is a concern, and I honor your concern. So if you turned out fine, I don't understand how your nonverbal learning disability is an issue of not having no kids. I don't understand. But like mine is, I fear that I don't know. Some people say, oh, Tree, you would never do that to your children. I don't know, and I'm not trying to find out either. Okay, my child might be totally fine, but I want my child to thrive in school. Here's my thing. What if Celine, what if money was no issue? Why would you have to send your child to a public school? And why not have your child go to a private school, and on top of that have a tutor? You're thinking limit. You're too young to be thinking this limit, to think such a limited position. Why not, work to be so financially successful, whether you get married to someone who's on your level or higher, and then think about having your child in a very prestigious school, or having someone who is, if your child end up having a learning disability, you have a professional that can basically be hands-on, one-on-one with your child. Why have that limited thinking like that? The decision is ultimately up to you, but I would not use that. I would not have that as a excuse for not having children. But it's your decision now. Because now that you said about what's going on with you, then your concerns are valid. But I wouldn't limit it to that. Nonverbal means you can't speak or put coherent sentence together. Celine, I'm not sure you are nonverbal. Yeah, she's not nonverbal. That's what I'm trying to like. If you're nonverbal, you are not able to talk. You're not able to type in my chat. That's why I asked you, what were you diagnosed with? So, well, Celine, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna move on. But to me, that's not who cares you got, okay, ADHD, let me just say this about ADHD. ADHD is a crock of caca because I noticed that people who do things that they like don't have no ADHD. It's amazing. When you got to do homework, you got ADHD. When you got to listen to a lecture, you got ADHD. But when you play a game or you're going to a club or you're listening or you're learning a dance lesson, you ain't got no ADHD. I never subscribe to ADHD or ADD. I just don't. Because I notice when people do the things they like that basically keep their interest, ain't got no ADHD. They ain't got it. So, you can keep that ADHD to me. So, but Selena, if you don't want to have kids, don't have no kids, girl. I'm just saying your excuses are not big enough for me to just, for me to say limit yourself to not having kids. But if you don't want to have kids, then just don't have kids. I don't have a problem with that. I just don't support your excuses for not having kids. That's the thing. Your excuses are weak as water, all right? I'd rather you just say, I don't want to have kids because I want to travel around the world. I want to make a lot of money. I want to do my hoe up, hoe down. I want to basically just live my best life doing my own thing. You know what I'm saying? I would respect that. Your excuses are just like, don't seem to be, whatever. But I don't. Oh, I'm sorry. What did you say? Alexi said, this is why I am pagan. F all those Bible thumbs. Alexi, you're pagan? I didn't know that. I didn't want to have kids since I was younger. F anyone who says anything about it. Yeah, I mean, I take excuse of, I just don't want to have kids. I just don't want to have kids. Now, y'all don't fight in the chat. Stop it. All right. I'd rather have that. I didn't know you was pagan, girl. No one not like you, girl. Okay, Lexi. Okay, girl. I'll tell you, girl. Lilani says, having kids and deciding you want to make a family heavily depends on what man you want to marry. Facts? Very good. If you haven't met your life partner, it may contribute to lack of desire. What was the way for me? For me, it wasn't. I want to have a child, but I would love to have a child with you. That's very well put. I like that. I'm afraid if I have a son, he'll be short, angry incel. Okay, hold on. I'm about to say something, and it's going to go over a lot of you all head. That's why I listen to Ashira 7. You understand that...
Ooh-wee, I got a super chat.
Have you all noticed... Coffee girl, what's up? I don't want kids because I'm selfish. There you go, girl. There you go. There you go. There you go, girl. Okay? There you go. That's what I'm saying. All right. Celine, have you noticed that the royal family, since Queen Elizabeth, all firstborns were sons? Have you noticed that? Have you noticed a lot of the royal family, they would have sons? Is there? Okay. There's a way of doing that where based upon when you are ovulating. Okay. No. It's not gene manipulation. Hold that thought. It all depends on the phase of the moon, whether it's when you're ovulating, provided that you are conceiving during that phase. I know it's going over your head, but it does work. And there's a science to it. And this is a science that's been going on for centuries, where women can choose. This is the reason why I said men are taking you all away from your powers, that you don't understand that you can, depending upon when you conceive, that you can have a boy or a girl. Okay. So you're going to have to do some research on that. I don't want to really get into that, but you should research it. Our bodies are, the universe is like our bodies. And when they say as above, so below, it is talking about the female body. And I think a lot of women don't understand how powerful you are, and especially with your generator known as your uterus. Skybomb, thank you so much for the $10. I have a disability. It mostly affects my reading and spelling, but I always try to figure out different ways to overcome that. I don't use it as an excuse. Facts. Very good. Don't ever, ever use that as an excuse, Skybomb. You know what I'm saying? We all have challenges, and this is what makes us better people when we overcome those challenges and be a beacon of light for other people, but also to also help other people achieve that goal as well. So if you notice in the Olympics, when certain people break records, it sets a tone for other people to say, hey, see, I achieved this. You can achieve this too, and even more. And this is the reason why every Olympic race, there's a new record being broken because someone started the pattern of breaking them. They set the pattern or the standards of this is the level you have to reset. I resent my son if he was ugly. Celine, okay, you got some stinking thinking. Because for you to say that your son would be ugly, you're saying that you're ugly.
Boom! Headshot!
Honey, if I was to have children, none of my children would be ugly because I am gorgeous. You have just told yourself to even think to say that your son is ugly. You have just now said that you are ugly. I want you just to say that, all right? For you to even say, because honey, if I decide to have a child, son or daughter, they are going to be magnificent, honey. One thing I don't lack is something in the good gene pool. I know I look good, honey. And anything that comes out of my body is going to look more better and fabulous than me. Ain't no ugly, only ugly women produce ugly kids. Okay? So you just telling on yourself. I'm just going to shame you for that. Because most sons look like their mother. I want you to know that, right? Most daughters look like their fathers. Most, not all. But if you think you're going to have an ugly son, then that means you just admitted that you're ugly. So, yeah. Yeah, maybe, yeah. I'm with Grace. Maybe you shouldn't have. You got too much trauma. You got too much trauma, Celine. Okay, when I was with you until you said I resent my son if he was ugly. For you to even think that's a possibility, I'm like, yeah, girl, I think it's a good idea that you don't have no kids. Hey, Eve, Eva, I look like my dad too. That's what I'm saying. That's how it is, though. You understand? Most girls look like their fathers. Not all. Okay, you're the firstborn. So I'm the firstborn on my father. Well, sorry, first female, because my dad had a son outside my mama because he a hoe. All right. So I look like that's the reason why I caught so many beatings from my mom, because I look like my dad. So there's that. So yeah. So, and so and then like a firstborn son will look just like the mother. That's how it usually is. So yeah. Like what is it? Ice-T. Have y'all seen Ice-T daughter? Holy smokes, he could never deny that little girl. Now she looks just like him. Okay. So there's that. To me, ugly is short enough. No, don't worry, Celine. Celine, it's okay. We moved on. We agree. You should not have kids. Don't you ever go ahead and fix your tubes, girl. Don't you ever get pregnant ever in your life. We support your decision, honey. I look like my dad's side of the family, but not like either my parents. When I was a little, I once asked if I was adopted because I don't look like either. Blue Ivy looked just like Jay-Z. Facts. Yeah, so there's that. She is adorable, but she looks just like her dad. He cannot deny that. My sons look like me and my girls look like their dad. There you go, Peanut Fairy. I used to look like my dad when I was a kid. Now I look like my mom. That happens too sometimes, Spirit Plant. Not all the time. It does happen sometimes. Sometimes it happens. So there's that. So, okay, let's continue this. Can we have even? Okay, we're gonna have to do the Nick Rekieta thing tomorrow because we haven't even been finished with this. We almost finished with this clip, but we got the other bowing clip we got to go through. All right, here we go.
No, because I'm not abandoning what God wants like altogether. It's just not an early
How do you
priority
know?
for
You haven't
me.
even talked to your priest about it. How do you know that?
I mean, like I said before, God's timing, whatever happens, happens. That's I'm gonna leave it at that.
All right. I'll let it go from there. I just wanted to inquire. We can continue with the same question around the table if Brian, unless Brian wants to move this on.
Well, I got to get through all my notes first, so I think we do have to move on to something else. I
Sure,
wanted to come back.
Okay, so there was that. So there's that. So I like how she put her foot down, but when I saw that segment, I said, look at this. Look at them using religion to control women. Mm-hmm. Look at that. Just what? No. What does the priest say? What does your pastor say? Excuse me. What does the Bible say? All of these are revolving around men. All of this have everything to do with the men. Men wrote the Bible, not women. Actually, men wrote every religious book out there. So there's that. I just child. This is where you lose me at it. I'm not answering to no. I answer to nature, the goddess within me. All right, now here's the bowing thing. Brian he's such a beta male. And he paid. By the way, if you see an obese woman on the show, please know that Brian paid that woman there. Cause y'all remember the first woman he paid to come on there was what's her name? Well, excuse me. What's that person? It was what was the name of the first that obese person? But that person was also a Gorlock. Thank you, Gorlock. You know he paid Gorlock to be on the show. And when you have obese women like this on there, Brian paid her to be on this show. But I must admit, homegirl handled herself. She handled her own self on the show. And what men don't realize is that these women get men. Now, although they may be black men, they're still men. I'm just saying, okay? Homeboy is over here just licking his lips like, oh boy, I sure wouldn't. Oh my God, the things I could do to this woman. So, this is what I'm saying. This woman is getting you think men ain't sliding up into her DMs? Huh? Y'all really think men ain't gonna slide up into her DMs? If men were going crazy over Gorlock, and we understand how Gorlock is a different type of person, right? if you understand, this woman is, biological woman, by the way. I believe her when she says she gets men. She gets men. I believe her completely. Now, this woman is pretty thick, and I think she don't have no problem getting no man either. So once again, but see, men have a fetish for these type of women, but also, and I'm gonna say this, I don't mean this as no disrespect. Men, if your mother is this obese and you saw how men fawned over her, that tends to carry on into your preference that tend to be your preference in women as well. Hence why a lot of these women don't have a problem having a man, you know. Yeah, they are feeders. I agree. They are feeders. Most of them are feeders. But they're still men. So it is what it is. What was those two women that were the 600-pound wives? Tammy and what was the other woman? I remember one is, and by the way, they both lost weight too. So one was Tammy, and the other one was what was the other sister name? Y'all help me out. Tammy and Amy. Thank you. Tammy and Amy. Now Amy ended up having a baby by a white guy, and I think she married a white guy. But Tammy had herself a brother, didn't she?
Boom! Headshot!
Tammy, every boyfriend Tammy had was a black man. So, hey, there's someone for everyone. He died? He did, Sky Bomb? No way! Holy smokes. I haven't kept up with the show. Oh, one of the black guys. Well, which one passed away? Was it the one that was still in the hospital, or in, what do you call that? The fat hospital? Yeah, the one. Oh, I didn't know that. Listen, hold on. In my defense, I have not kept up with them in a while. Okay. The only reason I know that Tammy has lost that Tammy lost weight is because I watch Michelle McDaniels when I'm at the gym, and I noticed that Tammy had slimmed down. They showed her looking totally different. I said, God damn, I didn't know that. All right. You skipped your workout day. Yeah, you should feel guilty, Peanut Fairy. Now, I'm going to make you feel fatty, fat. Look, I'm calling you fat now, so you skipped your workout today. I'm shaming you. Fatty, fat. Shame. Yes, I'm shaming you for... He died less than a year after they got married. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I had no idea. I'm so sorry that happened with her. Oh well, I'm sure she'll move on. All right. So anyway, so now we're gonna get to the part where Brian thinks that. So okay, let me give you the pretext to this. Okay. Brian obviously has a problem with women going out and having their meals paid, okay, by men. So he believes that if women get free, if men pay for women if women have men pay for their meals, and by the way, if a man asks you out, he should pay for the meal. I don't understand how is this an issue. But then again, I've never, ever in my life asked a man out for dinner. I can't, I can't relate to that. So every time a man has asked me out, you damn right he gotta pay. He asked me out, not the other way around. I don't need a man to go out to eat. You know what I'm saying? I can go out to eat by myself. Now, me and my husband I told y'all, we went out and I ate that daggone, oh my God, that thing sat on my stomach. I was so upset. Eating. We haven't been out since because I'm like, no. I'm cooking. Nope. I ain't not trying to have that food sit on my stomach like that again. But yeah, so whoever asks whoever out, go out to eat. Like they pick up the tab. I don't even know why that's an issue. But Brian got a problem with that. He's trying to shame women into going fitty. But he a millionaire, by the way. He a beta millionaire. And so he's trying to equate to bowing. So I think I got it on the right timestamp. Let me see if that's the case.
Going around the table.
Very well.
Going around the table, do you want a guy to pay for the first date?
If he's inviting me out, but if I ask, I do typically make the first move. So if I am asking a guy out, I don't mind paying.
Well, more
Why would you ask a man out, girl?
often than not, are you asking or is the guy asking?
I have only gone on one date in my entire life, but I approach the man first always.
Okay.
So this is a Barbara the Becky. This is Barbara the Builder. She can't eat with us. You understand? I want you ladies to understand. There are women who are on one end of the lunch table, on one side of the lunchroom at their own lunch table, and then we're at our lunch table. So when you sit up here and say, I always ask a guy out to eat, say, you can't eat with us. Okay? When you sit up here and ask, you say, I always ask a guy out, you can't eat with us. I can't relate to you. You are not on our level. You can't eat with us, okay? Now let's see what she says.
I would prefer him to pay, yes.
Okay.
I think whoever asks should pay, and I have asked men out on date, and I have paid, but they've also
Okay, you can't eat with us either.
Me, and they
But
also-
more often than not, is it the guy who's asking or is it you who's asking?
I think it's equal.
Equal?
Yeah, for me.
Well, of the men you say yes to, like, because certainly there's men who ask you out who you reject, right?
Yeah.
When, like,
Like-
if you had to, I mean, I'm sure you're on dating apps, guys sliding into your DMs. I'm sure you've turned down hundreds of men, probably.
He's so salty about it. Do you understand this? He's so salty about this. Apparently she can't eat with the guys either. I don't know. He's so salty about this, man.
When you're making the first move, have you ever been rejected? Like, of the times you asked a guy for the first date, have you ever been rejected?
Can't think of any right now.
I'm gonna take that as a no. You've never been rejected. Okay.
Yeah, how many times you been rejected, Brian?
What about you?
I think they should pay.
The guy should pay?
They should pay.
He's gonna pay. I think because of my culture, I would like want to pay. Like I feel like I would want him to pay, but I would pay.
Which culture?
Because I'm Turkish, like Middle Eastern background. It's like we always pay. Like I will have to like push my partner around like to pay type of vibe. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, men.
All right.
I feel like I struggle not to pay. I don't know where that comes from, but like deep down, I would like to see that he's serious about me and wants.
Sure.
Okay, you can't sit with us either. Low self-esteem.
Couple other questions here. Who here has ever had a one-night stand? Or, hold on, has like hooked up with somebody the first time you met him? Show of hands.
Now, I don't know why any woman would volunteer and put their sex life. Now, mind you, some of these women are stupid. Okay. Let's say, for instance, that they all had a one-night stand. Why would you raise your hand up? Do you not know that that's a trap? Do you not know that this is a trap? You're just raising your hand. You have an insecure beta male that's very resentful of you being a woman because he knows that you have an advantage that he will never have. And he is asking a sexual question that's none of his business. Skybomb, I think this was the place you can do links. This is the video Michelle did. Wait a minute, let me see. On what? Let me see what you're talking about. Skybomb. Oh, 10 months ago. He died at 40. Yep, that's him. That's him. That's the one who was still in the hospital. Oh my God. Thank you, Skybomb. I will look at this when I'm at the gym. I didn't even know. I swear to God, I did not even know. I didn't even see this. But then again, I wasn't, let's see. I started getting very, very active in the gym this past November, I think it was. So that's the reason why, and this was 10 months ago. So that's probably why I didn't know that he passed away. So thank you so much. I will definitely look at this when I get at the gym. Okay, so yeah. So any man that asks you anything, he's not your man, by the way. But even if he was on a date, your sex life is not up for discussion. Especially with some beta male like Brian. And Brian is raising his hand to encourage them to raise their hand. So you got to be aware of those types of traps too. So he just asked, how many of you want, now I want you to listen because this is a trap. He asked, how many of you had a one-night stand with somebody you just went on a date with? Let me rewind it so you can see how he sets the trap up. Ready? Here we go.
Or had a one-night stand. Or, hold on, has like hooked up with somebody the first time you met him. Show of hands.
Still a one-night stand.
Cute. You never had a one-night stand? There you go.
Come on.
Now, smart. These are smart women. The women who raise their hand, dumb as hell. Now watch what he does.
Okay, so what's interesting to me is women will object to this bow thing. Not all women. Not all women object to the bow. Not all women will do what I'm about to say they do. A girl will let a guy hit it raw, blast inside of you, come all over your face during a one-night stand.
No.
But you draw the line.
No.
You draw the line at me wanting a girl to bow.
You didn't get the analogy right.
Okay. You see what he just did there? You see what he just did there? That's a shaming technique. See how he just flipped it like that? He just turned to a one-night stand to something degrading and humiliating, and it's something that these women have not done. Now, the black guy that's sitting beside him also agreed to have a one-night stand. But how come he didn't say anything degrading to him? It's all, you let him hit it raw. These women didn't say anything about letting him hit it raw. You let him ski inside you and then jizz all over your face. Where did that come from? That's what I'm saying. This was a purposely this was to humiliate them. But let me tell you something. That's what you get for basically raising your hand.
Boom! Headshot!
When a woman sits there and set herself up to be humiliated, you already on a show where they are bad faith in the first place. They are bad faith in the first place. And you allow yourself to be set up. Everybody who did not raise their hand was smart. And I bet you they probably did have a one-night stand. But they wasn't going to let him humiliate them in the process. Okay? Let's not forget, Brian won't answer the question of what his body count is. No. He will never answer the question because women are not aggressive enough to make him answer the question. Okay? They are not in a position, this is what I'm saying, most women, because women are the mother figures, women are the nurturers. Women are not confrontational, but they're also not strategic when you're young. This is the reason why old men like to go after young women. You lack life experience. You also you don't know who you are at the moment, so therefore you're not confident in your self-esteem and your self-worth. for the most part. So therefore, you're not in a position to stand by your guns, and you also are naive to these types of tricks. But as you begin to get older, and when these tricks are played on you, like Brian has played on these women, you learn from your mistakes. So these women have learned, hey, let me not put my business out there anymore when I come on these shows, because it's never going to end for me in the end. So how do you take a one-night stand to getting skeet on your face and hit it raw? Where did that come from? So now the women have to defend themselves, and that is the point. You understand the whole body count thing? What Brian just did here is all to put you on a defensive, right, ladies? I need you guys to understand this. So you need to stop engaging with these type of men, and they always reveal themselves in the beginning because they are trying to get you on the defensive as a what? A punishment. It's to punish you. It's always to punish you, not to empower you, not to encourage you. It's to punish and humiliate you. Hence why when you go on these shows, you're not going to get my sympathy. You should always know what you're setting yourself up for. If you are putting yourself at a disadvantage, and I keep telling my ladies, never put yourself at a disadvantage. Always put yourself on a neutral playing field or where you have the advantage. I told you all when the little crusty one invited me on his show, I said, nope, I'm never coming on your show. But if you want to have a debate with me, we can come on Destiny's show. That's a neutral playing field. But if you can also come on my show, which they would never do. But guess what? Andrew came on my show, and guess what? I was in control. I had the top priority. I had the leverage. And as long as I had the leverage, okay, then it was going to go my way. I never, ever, I don't even remember, even when I was inexperienced, putting myself at a disadvantage. I can never remember putting myself at a disadvantage, but I would never go on any of these shows because you know they're going to kick me off. You know they're going to turn my mic off. You know they're going to sit up here and try to reframe the situation and then get all these super chats, all these donations to basically try to humiliate me in the process. Why would I set myself up for something like that? And you ladies need to think on that level. You all need to think, hey, is this in my best interest? Do I have the upper hand? Do I have leverage? Or is this neutral? If you are ever in a situation where you're in a disadvantage, do not put yourself in that position. Ever, never, ever. Okay?
What?
This was an extreme example, and I
You don't think girls? Hold on.
disagree
You don't
because
think?
that's not my experience with one-night stands.
Well, okay, let's fine. You had the one night stand. You let a guy hit first night.
Maybe.
So what? Funny how you not shaming him that he did a one-night stand. You also raised your hand and saying you did a one-night stand. So why is it bad for when a woman does a one-night stand, but it's not bad when men do it? Stop telling men your sexual history, ladies and gentlemen. It's none of their business. It's never none of their business. I don't understand the purpose of this. And men who are interested in you, like I said, I've never dated a man who was like, yo, what's the biggest man you ever had? Or what's your body count? I never had that. Never in my life. And if you ever encounter a man that does this, he is giving you the biggest red flag ever.
I was trying to hit him.
Okay, what? That's fine. Whatever. I'm not making it with what? I'm not making it into that, but it's like, okay, you're willing to let a guy penetrate you, but you draw the line at a totally benign, innocent, even playful, cute, endearing bow?
Okay. No. Now he just sweetened the bow thing because I watched this before the bow. Brian thinks that if a man has to get on his knees to ask you to marry him, that you as a woman should be able to bow to him. Brian says to get on his knees to ask you to marry him, then you should be able to bow. When he come home from work, you should bow. When he asks for his dinner, you should just bow. Stop getting relationship advice from these incel men that not only hate themselves, but they hate women. So because women said, now, by the way, all the women were not against the bow. You had a couple of Becky the Builders and PayPal Peggies that said, I don't have no problem bowing to my husband. Why the hell would I bow? I think, have I ever bowed to? No, I don't think I ever bowed to anybody. I'm trying to think that if I was to go and I meet royalty, I would bow to royalty. And I think when you do, guys, what is that very posh type of dancing where the women wear these beautiful dresses and the men wear these tuxedos with the sash on it? What is the dancing to that? I was never interested in that type of dancing, but I saw a black version of it where oh, is it ballroom dancing? Huh, hold on. I saw a beautiful black, they were young too. Black ballroom dancing. No, it ain't this. It ain't this. It ain't this. It ain't this. It was a group of them. They were in a recital. Let me put young. I don't think this is it. This don't look like it. Okay, let me see. Black. You know what? Let me just stop looking up race. Waltz dancing. Let me see. Okay, there we go. There you go. There we go. You see? Did you just see that? That's the only time. Did you guys see that? That's the only time I would consider bowing. Okay? This is the only time I would consider bowing because both people are bowing. Let me show you again. Right? Watch them. There you go. So, yeah, that's beautiful. That's the only time you catch my, but I don't want to learn to waltz. Okay? Maybe as I get older, I would learn. Yeah, maybe if I get older, I want to do the. There you go, debutante. Yeah, debutante. That's it, Kendra. That's what I think I'm looking for. But it's still the waltz dancing is. Let's see, debutante. Black. Yes! Oh my God! Thank you, Kendra! Yes! Yes! This is it! This is so beautiful to watch. So, oh my God, I could watch this all day long. Yes! This is it, the debutante. I love, oh my God, yes. Thank you. I'm gonna watch this when I'm at the gym too. Thank you, girl. Thank you, girl. Yes, thank you. Yes. This is it. Oh my God, this puts a smile on my face when I see this. Okay, I think this looks so elegant, and the couples are so nice. You know, if I want to look at black people, I like to look at them like this instead of doing the whole twerking thing. All right. So yeah, this is what I'm talking. This is, yes. Thank you so much. This is it. Looks so nice. Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, this is it. So, okay, here we go. So that's the only time I would ever bow. Okay. I would bow if I meet royalty. Yeah, I'm a bow. That's what you're supposed to do. Or if I'm practicing the waltz. Okay, or not practicing. Practicing, or I'm dancing the waltz, or a dance where you have to, where you bow to each other out of respect. Brian means bow as a means of submission, female slavery submission. He does not see bowing as a means of basically respect. But I'm like, no. He has a problem with men getting on their knees and asking a woman their hand in marriage. So he's trying to, this is a millionaire trying to do the drizzle thing. So he's trying to get these women, it never works. Okay. And these women are, and like I said, some of these women are dumb. Some of these women are like, well, I mean, if my man is really, he deserving, and if he's really the king of the house, I would bow. Child, please. Child, please. Are you serious? If I bow to my husband is going to immediately think, okay, she's going to try to kill me. My husband's going to think something's up. My husband is going to immediately be on the defensive. My husband's like, okay, we got that death do us part pack. Honey, I'm going to go over to my brother's house. He knows something's up. Imagine just coming, bowing to my, hey, honey, let me bow to you. Like, yeah, he gonna go right out the door because he knows something wrong. So this is what Brian wants women to do, is bow. Because men get on their hands, they get on their knees to ask their hand in marriage.
I would. No, I'm not saying you, but I'm saying like most of you probably wouldn't like really have as heavily as you object to the bow. Most of you wouldn't heavily object to any woman who was inclined to sleep with somebody the same night that they met them. You'd probably be like, well, maybe I wouldn't I personally might not do that, but you're sexually liberated. You can go do that.
Yeah, what's the problem? So what? This is what I'm saying. Ladies, I want you to understand, all these red pill men, all these incel men, all of these men that have a problem with women. These are the same men that want to preach to you that men and women are not created equal, that men and women are not equal, but yet still they get angry because women have that option that they don't have, to where we can have one night stands or we can't. We can decide it or we don't. And they don't like it, but yet still they want to be the first one to throw that men and women are not equal. Okay, yeah, we're not equal. Are you okay with that? Because apparently you seem to be a little salty that we have advantages in the sex area than you don't.
Like I said, you can.
But why? It's crazy to me. You will let a guy hit on the first night. You'll let a guy blast all over your face, but you won't bow. That's what's crazy to me.
But so that you understand this. I don't believe any of these women have let no man bust in their face, but he got to say that as a way of demeaning them, as a way of humiliating them. And I'm surprised none of these women have cussed them out already. How did you get one night stand as busting in the face? But okay, and to me, I would have turned this around and be like, okay, so basically, do she squirt all over your face, Brian? When you have a one night stand, does she basically squirt all over your face? Okay, do you basically like to get peed on the first night? I think women just pee all over you, Brian. I think you sit up there and have a one night stand with a woman, you let her pee all over you. I will take it there. You want to be nasty, I'm going to be nastier. You ladies, like if you encounter these men, you better learn how to play the game better than them. But don't be in a situation where you are at a disadvantage. Because like I said, you can't win when you're in a situation like this, because if you get the best of Brian, Brian's going to kick you out. Okay? And yes, I agree with you, Judgmental Lizard. Brian does get pegged, okay?
Boom,
Brian looks like he likes to get pegged. I know when I see one, okay, honey? Brian looks like he looks like his favorite color of the pegging thing. I can't say the real name. He likes his color pink. He looks like he gets pegged, baby. Cause I'm sitting here saying like, dude, you are just too extra for nothing.
Only thinking of your experience with that. That's where it comes back to. It's selfish. And the other
What's
thing,
more selfish, me wanting to blast all over a girl's face or her bowing for me? Which
like,
I don't like, by the way. I don't
with
know.
that
I don't want to blast on the
necessarily.
face.
Okay, you a liar. Okay. You using this as a way to humiliate women. Look at her face. Look at their faces. Okay, but you ain't gonna humiliate him. I'll have a good time with both of them, boy. You ain't gonna sit up here and do this and talk this way to women, and I'm gonna let you get away with it. Cause it sounds like something that you have had done to you by another man, Brian. Oh, yes it did, yes it did. Okay.
There's better places to put it. Okay.
I don't agree with that necessarily, but she's obviously consenting and getting something out of that.
The
as
one
well.
night stand girl would not bow for you. Maybe the wife material would bow for you if it came up in conversation and you really wanted it.
What? Okay, so if a girl watches, I'm trying to think how to explain this.
So he did not get the gotcha that he was looking for, and these dumb women set dumb. Okay, they set themselves up to be talked to that way. So now she kind of like somewhat turned it around, which is kind of fair. She's like, a one-night stand woman would not bow to you, but your wife would. So now he didn't get the got you that he wanted to. He did not basically get the attack. And this is the reason why YouTube want these people demonetized. Now, why hasn't Brian been hit with a demonetization? I don't know. Cause now he's getting a little bit more extreme with it. And I'm like, okay, come on now. I don't like Michael Sartain, but I've never seen him do this to women.
Bam. Like I said, I would do it for my husband. I would not do it for somebody who doesn't deserve that.
Okay, I don't want to hear the vulgarity. Because I don't remember, but I think he gets really, really nasty now. I'm not going to, hold on, let me see. Let me see if I can skip over the vulgarity. Because he got to get more vulgar to be more extreme to humiliate them even more. So let me fast forward to what he's about to say. She's covering his ears. Okay, let me see. I think it's finished.
I'm just saying.
Can I say something?
Also, really quick, I'll let you come in just
No
a second.
blasting on me.
Comparing the bow to like the man kneeling for the proposal for marriage.
Once in your life, yep. Go
I
on.
would rather die on my feet than live on my knees.
Well, you're not getting married there, Brian. And I like that these type of men are not going to pass on their generation. You understand? Myron Gaines, who's a homosexual, he's not going to have kids. Brian is not going to have kids either. Okay? His swimmers are just so slow. He can't impregnate a woman even if he tried. Okay? The little crusty one, although he's been getting a lot of stupid women pregnant, he keeps telling them all to have an abortion. The one man who's fertile is having women get an abortion, okay? Yes, he's monetized. Yes, believe it or not, Brian is monetized. This channel is monetized. They wouldn't be an insult to Beta Brian. He'd probably into a facts coffee. Facts. So you understand? He is upset that men have to get on their knee to propose. And it's just a once thing. But he's not a gentle man. You ladies, understand that there's a difference between a beta, a simp and a gentle man. One thing I do love about the South is filled with gentlemen. Men who will open the door for you. Men who will pull over on the side of the road and help fix your tire. They don't want no money. They don't want no poom poom in return. They just care about you because they have daughters or they have sisters that they had to look out for, and they see their daughters or they see their young sisters in you. Okay, these are the men that are gentlemen. Okay, but you have a lot of men that are resentful, that are bitter, that are angry, like Brian. Brian is a multimillionaire crying about who's paying for dinner. Ladies and gentlemen, if any man has a problem with paying for dinner or lunch, he is broke. You understand that if a man can't, I don't even know how much it costs anymore, but let's say, for instance, I know it's different by state, so I only can relate to how it is in the South, but I don't even know how much the dinner that me and my husband, we went to this Italian restaurant. I don't even know how much my end of the meal cost, because of course he's gonna pay for everything. But my thing is that if I was to guess, and I'm just pulling this number out my butt, I'm thinking that my half of the bill, with the entree, with the appetizer, and with the lemonade and the tiramisu, maybe my end of the bill came to what, $50, right? So you have to ask yourself, if a man can't afford to pay, and by the way, that could be high. I'm just guessing. It probably was less than that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just really, really guessing. But I'm just making making an extreme case of, if my meal costs $50, if a man can't afford to pay $50 or less, then he got other problems to worry about. He's not in a position to take you or any woman out on a dinner date. You see what I'm saying? He needs to work on building up his job. Has any woman ever been around a man that just paid for something and never bothered to look at the bill? Like, I think when women been around men where money has never been an issue, you have a reference to how that feel and what that looks like. All my dating life, I have been around, even my friends, the guys who were interested in my friends, when we would be in VIP and he was like, y'all want something to eat? Go ahead and get anything you want to eat. Bring your best champagne. And he just hands the card without even looking at the bill. And then he like, where y'all want to go? Y'all want to go? Y'all want to go somewhere else? Let's go and club hopping. And he doesn't care. He's not looking at the bill and thinking, oh my God, y'all gonna play the tip? Y'all gonna do? You want to be with men where the bill is not an issue. But men who complain about the bill, these are men who are letting you know that they are brokies, they are dusties, and you don't need to have them in your lives, because that means the entire relationship is going to be a nickel and diamond relationship. Men need to get to their position where they need to get their comeuppance, and they basically need to get their money on. All right. But that is a telltale sign when a man starts complaining about the a damn lunch bill or a dinner bill. His money is very small and tight. So there's that. There's that. McKinsey said, yeah, my boyfriend paid for all my girlfriends too. Yeah, it's your boyfriend money is not a big deal to him. Okay. But if a man is trying to, like, if he's on a budget then dating should not be on his list. You understand? So it's a lot of these men want their cake and eat it too. They are in debt. They have a job where they're slowly getting out of debt, but they also want to be able to date a type of woman that, you know, wants you to pay for her meal. But he wants to do 50-50, even though he asked her out. These men should not be dating. Now, he can date himself a Becky the Builder or PayPal Peggy, but he don't find these type of women attractive. And if you don't find these type of women attractive, then you should not be dating women that expect you to pay for their dinner or whatever. It's just customary. So a lot of these men want to date outside of their, what is the word I'm looking for? Class? Help me out. They want to date outside their, help me out, chat. Help me out. What's up, Forrest, mommy? They want to date out there. Is it class? Am I saying the right word? They want to date out there. League. There you go. No, league. Yes, they want to date out their league. Yeah, out of their league. They want to date outside their league. If you want to date outside your league, you want to have that level in that league. Okay, there we go. No. It was league. All right. Almost done, guys.
What?
So you see, he has a problem with gentlemen being gentlemen. All right, and that's the thing. And like I'm down here in the South, it's being treated the way men treat most women, including myself down here. It's just part of the culture down here. But Brian, like, how does he expect a man to ask a woman to marry her? What, you not supposed to get on your knee? You supposed to what? Make her get on her knees and say, will you marry me? Well, I don't understand. If a man is asking you to marry her, how is he supposed to be positioned? Idiot.
What? Okay, go ahead.
I don't think the bow is like, I don't think it's so deep. I think it's just like a respect thing. I don't think
it's
it
not
has to
that
be
deep.
like.
Thank you. That's a perfect way to put it.
I don't think it's that deep.
It ain't that. I could have just saved us 30 minutes. It ain't that deep. That's my answer.
But if it ain't that deep, why is it on your requirements list for choosing a partner?
Oh, it's something I want. Look, truth be told, if
a girl was like, I feel sad.
See, he don't even know what he wants. That's why he alone. And he's so miserable. And he's so lonely. That's the reason why he has this show. He can't get no other girls no other way this is his leverage. His leverage is his show. And we've learned that from Lauren D. Herpes, that's what he does. He uses his show to get laid, which a lot of the little crusty one does the same thing.
About this, I don't know. It just like rubs me the wrong way. Would you be like, bye?
But she had every other
like,
quality.
I don't think it's a deal breaker, but like I just feel like most women that I would pursue, they would do that shit. I don't know. I haven't encountered a girl who's like, no, I'm a feminist.
Okay, he's lying. I don't want to even listen no more. Brian has never pursued a woman that says, yeah, I'll bow to you. I'll bow. He is lying. So now he's in it. Now lying. Brian is lying now. So now I checked out of the conversation. Because you know damn well he cannot produce a woman where he says, hey, babe, tell everybody that you bow to me. Come on now. You lying. You just lying. Oh, God. Okay, let's do a cool down. Okay, guys, we didn't get a chance. To go over. I guess we'll go over the Nick Rekieta one video tomorrow and some other stuff. So we're gonna do a cool down right now, and I'm gonna go to the gym. In about we'll do a cool down for 5 minutes. But yeah, that's what I want y'all to know. He's just lying. He's just straight lying, talking about something. Yeah, I can get a woman. The women I pursue are going to battle. He's lying now. He's lying. Brian doesn't even have, I want you to understand, right? Brian has a submissive, passive energy, does he not? Does he, ladies, answer this. Does Brian seems like somebody who has an alpha masculine energy to where he can demand a woman do things he want? I just want you women to just feel what type of presence he has. Yeah, he has a passive aggressive, but he's there's nothing alpha about him. So if he doesn't have I can only see an alpha man, a man that's manipulative in his alpha dominant man, getting a silly woman to bow to him. And he's definitely not masculine, Cocoa. He's definitely not masculine, all right? So his money is not even enough for women to go, okay, I'll bow to you. She gonna be like, she gonna be like, give me that money first and then I'll bow. Other than that, I ain't bowing to your weak ass. What the hell you think? You see what I'm saying? So you have to look at men who have that masculine energy. They will get a submissive woman to do something stupid like bow. But he don't even have that type of energy to make a woman. A submissive ain't gonna get no other submissive woman to bow. What the hell? That doesn't work. Nobody does that. And a woman has to be like, if I'm going to humiliate myself and bow to you we know he's lying. You know damn well he ain't got no woman to sit up here and bow to him all the damn time. He just straight up lying. You know what I'm saying? He is just straight up lying. But if a man was to get a woman to say, I'm gonna get a woman to bow. Let me see. Who could I think that a man who has alpha energy could manipulate could get a female to bow to him? Holy smokes, I can't think of anybody. Hold on a second. Jesus, I can't think of one. I can't think of one. I can't think of one guy that's in the red pill community that has that type of dominant male daddy type of mentality, alpha thing that will get a submissive woman to. I can't think of one. I can't think. Erica, I can't think one, girl. I can't think of any of them. So that's what I'm saying. Is like, why the hell it was child, please, girl. A vampire from True Blood, maybe. Ooh, now let's play that game, Judgmental Lizard. Hold on a second. Hold on, I'll play that game. The True Blood cast. Hold on, I'll play that game with you. Let me see. Oh yeah. Eric can get a bow, baby. Okay, Eric can get a bow, baby. All right, okay. Eric can get a bow, baby. Woo! Honey, yes. Okay. Oh man. I would yes. Oh, I miss True Blood, dude. This is such a they messed it up with the last when did I start? Stop making me mad. I've watched every season of True Blood, and I hate the way it ended. I didn't like the last season, but you know, it is what it is. But my favorite character is Eric. The true blood. Hold on a second. This is yes, Lord, honey. Yes, hunty. Yes. Which one? Let me see which one of these pictures I want to use. Like, yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. Yes, Eric. Yes, Lord. Yes. Oh, this is a nice picture. I like this. So yeah, loved his character. He was so good to hate, but you was like, oh my God. Yeah, we know Brian is not Eric, but I'm just saying, if I had to think of, and I'm trying to show women, if there was a man that could get a submissive woman to bow to him, it would have to be somebody alpha. And I can't think of nobody in the red pill community. So was that you who said, I think when you said a vampire, I was like, oh, let's look at True Blood. Let's look at True Blood. Because there is somebody in True Blood that definitely could get a bow, honey. Okay, absolutely. Definitely. The wolf guy was hot. Yeah, he was hot too. I didn't. What was the wolf guy name? Now, he ended up marrying Sofia Vergara, but they got divorced. I didn't. He wasn't my type. But what was his name on True Blood guy? Let me see. Okay, Joe. That's his. Okay, I think I can find it. All right, let me see. True Blood. Yeah, he wasn't my. I didn't. He was definitely. Yeah, he always was shirtless, which I appreciated a lot. You know, didn't have a problem with it. You know, I don't like wolves. I don't like the wolf character. You know, remember this? Hold on, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all remember on True Blood? Where he was in a trailer park cutting wood. Here it go right here. There it go right here. Yeah, this is it. I'm saying, you in a trailer park, what you cutting wood for? He was in his jeans and his shirt. This is the trailer park. This is the trailer right here in the background. He over there cutting wood. And I'm like, you cutting wood? And you got a trailer park? You're in a trailer park. I remember me and my girlfriends were watching that show, and I was like, why is he cutting wood? And they because I wasn't into him, everybody else was into him, and it was like, he's cutting wood for the fire. I was like, what fire? He lives in a trailer. And then it was like, oh, I didn't notice that. I was too busy looking at his muscles glistering as he was cutting wood. Mackenzie said, my husband told me I wasn't allowed to watch True Blood because I lose my... Exactly, Mackenzie. Exactly. I don't blame your husband, honey. I don't blame him. I thought this was the most craziest... And look, all my female friends were so into that scene. They were really into it. And I'm sitting here, because I'm not into him, I was like, why is he cutting wood? He lives in a trailer. That was just and nobody else was thinking about it. They was too busy watching the muscles glycerin and, you know, him just basically twitching with every daggone whatever. They in a bonfire. They in a trailer. You use propane. You don't need no wood. You need propane. I wasn't buying this. Sorry, Nina. I was like, nah, I'm not buying this daggone. I'm not buying this daggone. I'ma cut wood. I live in a trailer park. You think he cutting all that wood for some s'mores? Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. Whatever you got to tell yourself, ladies. Whatever you got to tell yourself. I ain't gonna stop it. Whatever you got to tell yourself. I'm just saying, when you ain't into a man like that, you get to see what other women don't see, okay? Cause I saw that guy on TikTok. You said the guy who cuts wood on TikTok that looks like that. But he looks better than him. Actually, the guy on TikTok that cut wood is bigger than this guy. He bigger than him. So there's that. Oh God, that was a good laugh. I swear. I do miss True Blood. You know what I'm saying? I love that show. It just got a little stupid towards the end, so whatever. But okay, guys. Even if a man I know he's cutting wood for the Love Shack, TikTok wood guy could get definitely the TikTok guy could definitely get a bow. He's huge. He's married too. I wonder how his wife feels about his TikTok. Because Judgmental Lizard, do you know when I uploaded his video on my Twitter, do you know how many men got jealous of that? Like, men really got angry about that. Let me see if I can find it. And before I leave, let me see if I can find that what is it? Tree. Logic. Okay, wood. Let me see if it's showing. There you go. So many men lost their mind over this guy. I mean, so much hate. I blocked so many guys because of this. And I'm like, why are y'all upset over this man cutting wood? You know what I'm saying? All I said was apparently posting a video of a guy chopping wood is triggering very insecure beta males. So since I'm a sadist, allow me to trigger your bitch asses again, okay? And so I did another one. I think, did I do the first one or whatever? No. I can't remember the first one. Anyway, so this is him. Boy, man was so insecure. And I was like, y'all, I think y'all forgot who Twitter this is. Y'all, this is my Twitter. This is my Twitter. Y'all ain't gonna sit up here and get upset because I'm showing a man cutting wood. All he's doing is cutting wood, mind you. And men was just, he on steroids. He ain't nothing. I mean, what's so big about that? What are you talking about? Like, dude, shut up. Shut your mouth. Okay? Shut your mouth. So that's him. I have no need to subscribe to him on TikTok. I am going to subscribe to the guys, though, the little dancing guy. Where are these people right here? I'm looking for a man that's, what is it? I'm looking for a man that's finance. 6'5". Blue eyes. No. What is it? What is the song? Hold on a second.
I'm looking for a man in finance.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking for a man in finance. Trust fund. 6'5", blue eyes. Finance.
Trust fund.
6'5", blue eyes. Finance. 6'5", blue eyes. Finance. Trust fund. 6'5", blue eyes. Finance. Trust fund. I keep forgetting the words. Anyway, I'm gonna follow these guys when I get to the gym. When I get to the gym, I'm gonna follow these guys. I like to see men dancing. That's fun to me. Another great skill is blacksmithing for men. Yeah, that seems to be a dying skill. So, finance, trust fund, 6'5", blue eyes. Finance, trust fund, 6'5", blue eyes. Yeah, I love this meme too. It's so fun. What were they insecure about? They were very jealous, TJ. They was extremely jealous. Very, very, very jealous. I've never seen it. It to me, it was like, are y'all serious? You do understand that this is a Twitter account of a woman, right? And then I think I also uploaded a video of a woman chopping I think, yeah, I did one of a woman too. Hold on. I did one of a woman. Hold on. Woman one. Hold on. I think I put lesbians. Lesbians. There's a woman I did. Oh, come on. Lesbians. Okay. Was it lesbian? Did I say There we go. This is the woman one I did. And I did this for, I said, okay, to all my lesbian bi sisters out there, here's a video for you. I don't want you all to feel left out. So I got one for those who are into women. Okay. Now the men ain't had no problem with that. They ain't had no problem with her. But when I show one of a guy, oh yeah, he on steroids. He ain't all that. I don't understand what you need. That women, blah 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 whatever. So anyway, stop. Okay. So, people, they always have their insecurities coming out. So it is what it is. So yeah. All right, guys. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to go to the gym. We will continue the Nick Rekieta thing tomorrow. Okay. So thank you guys for coming by. I really appreciate that. And we'll see each other tomorrow. All right. I will be on camera tomorrow. I just, sometimes on Friday, it's a hit and miss. All right. Later, taters.